No. Nope.
Oh, what?
I don't know what happened. We're here. Oh, no, we're not. I know what's going on. I know what's happening. I know what's happening. I know what's happening. I promise, guys. There we go! Yay, we did it, Reddit! It's a miracle. Everybody wave! Yeah, so welcome everybody to the return of Revenge of the Gith. My name is Val. We are a player short today because of some real life circumstances, but the show must go on, and I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Rob, and Rob, you do your thing.
I'm Robert the GM, also Rob B. Roland on here and on Twitters. I'm going to be running this beautiful game of Revenge of the Gith with everyone. Since our last session, the players have leveled up after trouncing some whites and exploring the Underdark. They've expanded their knowledge, so while you introduce your characters, why don't we also learn a little bit about what new abilities you may have gained for the audience.
Oh, goodness. Sweet. Alright, we'll just go from top to bottom, fam. So, Mr. Luminous.
Alright, I am Luminos D. Starcaller, Paladin Knight Extraordinaire. In our time of rest, I decided to pump some iron. Got some more guns to get me some more bigger crits. And I'm ready to go to scream more.
Awesome sauce. Thank you so much, Ash. Omega.
I am Omega. My character is Aira. She's gotten better at shooting things with arrows.
So, Aira's female, because I couldn't actually tell, to be honest with you. I just assumed there was a bird.
I was about to say, I didn't know that. I thought that was male as well.
Aira, we misgendered you, and very sorry about this.
Wait, what?
Same. I thought Arrow was a boy as well.
I did as well.
Wait, is Aira not a guy?
You just said she.
You just said she.
Ah, frick. So I misgendered my own character.
Okay. Even the all-knowing being who's supposed to run this world, was like, wait.
It's okay.
I've literally been misgendering.
Are you like clownfish? You can choose your sex.
No, I'm not. Aira's a guy.
Okay.
It is hard to tell with birds, to be fair.
It is.
Especially hard.
I mean, usually, okay. Okay.
It's a great day.
It is. It's a beautiful day. Thank you, Omega. Hope.
He's gotten better at shooting things.
Okay.
I am playing Chatter. Chatter is a Sparrowbog druid who spent his time since last time sort of just contemplating everything that's happened, thinking over the different circumstances that they've been through and how this could possibly improve him as an individual, improve him as a druid, and he became a bit wiser over these past experiences. He is also slightly better at casting magics.
Dope.
Meaning more of them, not bigger magics, just more quantitous magics.
We know where the bigger magic went.
We all know where the bigger magic went.
It's we all know that Chatter has big dick energy, so that's what we're talking about. Literally.
And he can wild shape and swim.
There you go. Nice. Dope. Alright. Elin. Adam. Whew.
Adam is playing Ellen. That's right. He's an untidy bard who has finery, and who was labelled the voice of reason, I believe, in our last session. So I believe it's quite appropriate. Ellen has been spending a lot of time studying Luminos and has got a little bit more charismatic, and so is now much more inspiring to friends around him. As such, he has also learned a new spell to enhance people's ability in any situation, really, through his magic. And also was paying a little bit more attention to Aira, so now knows how to magically clean his clothes.
Wow, congratulations. You've picked up a skill from a non-caster.
Excellent.
The magical
I love prestidigitation. I'm so glad I could get another catch-up.
Nice. Alright, and oh man, that's me. Hi guys, I'm Val. I am playing Anja. She is a half-elf bladesinger wizard. She's picked up She became a little bit more dexterous this time around because it's always great when you can't hit the wizard. um, and she also learned a couple of spells as well as spent some money to transfer some spells she found into her spell book. You know, she's a little bit better at knocking on doors and maybe stopping you in your tracks before you even hit her. So her opinion is the best place to be right now is between two paladins, though. So it's fine. No one will disagree with this. But yeah, that's it. So go ahead, Rob.
Before we get started, can we remind everyone about the donations and interactions?
Yes, absolutely. So as far as donations go, you guys, this one is I'm glad you reminded me because I have Nightbot up right now, and I had yesterday's donations enabled and not today's. So for today's donations, for every 100 bits or $1, kind of depends on how you get $1 to me. You can give a DM or a player a lucky point, so it essentially lets them re-roll a d20 when they don't like it. You can give up to 5 per session, so 500 bits, 5 luck points per session. If you sub to the channel, you can give a nat 1 or a nat 20 to the Dungeon Master or the players that they can use anytime. And for a direct $5 donation through Streamlabs, you can name an NPC and give them an interesting quirk. So there's that. I'll just copy paste that so everyone can see. Yes, I understand, phone. Uh-huh. We have stuff. Oh, look, it did it by itself. I'm so happy, Nightbot. We did it. And yeah.
Speaking of $5 donations to influence an NPC, the party entered the Benbound Estate last session, a wizard's mansion which quickly appeared to not be what it seemed. The upper floor, extremely nice, some nice waiting rooms, an animated gong to just to hold open a book, like extravagant and regal. And then they went downstairs and they found a strange, almost necromantic laboratory. There were lots of doors, lots of teleporting, and a few necromantic contraptions and creations, such as 2 jars filled with some strange mutated figures. Alexander was the only person that saw a room with 2 chained, bestial, mutated people that were like 7 feet tall and all muscular and stuff. And you guys did manage to fight and handily just wipe the floor with 3 undead figures who seemed propelled further than a normal zombie would be. And it is after that fight, as you guys kind of recollect yourselves.
Oh, we also made a friend.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the segue I made. So, yes, also, through a trap possibly malfunctioning or maybe working exactly as it was intended, a slime version
difference?
of Era has been created that goes around just hugging people, really. Just really loves hugs and just will not stop. And just super excited to meet everyone. Yeah,
Yes.
that is the name.
Kiki the slime.
Yeah, Kiki. So yeah, you guys have defeated these undead creatures, and what do you want to do now?
So what else is in this room other than the corpses of, the formerly undead creatures?
So you see, this actually just appeared to be kind of like almost an operating room, but with like magical infusing type equipment. So you see, basically, this is where some presumably formerly dead people were infused with some strange arcane energy and not properly restrained.
Gotcha.
They looked vaguely like Alexander's father. Like there's basically a very loose family resemblance to the two of you being Anja. Yeah, Alexander was not happy about it. Alexander, yeah, yeah, she's definitely smart enough to put two and two together in terms of what they look like. Go make it. No, you can. Yeah, go ahead and make a whichever either a perception or investigation check, whichever you think applies more to whatever you're doing. Yeah. You do find what you think is probably a arcane focus that has a bit of extra magic. Like it probably is a magical item that can do something additional. But the rest of it is basically like equipment that can be channel magic, but isn't inherently magical. So like a magical like alchemy set, basically. Like not actual magic, it just can channel magic.
Nat 20 to the pretty half-elf in the group Lumen 08 Love.
So it looks like basically a large syringe that has like a strap on it, so you could put it on your arm and just like have a giant strange syringe, and it has this kind of swirling purple greenish energy inside of it. Yeah, you can try. Yeah. It's it does seem to be as you do it, you see it all seems to be magically attached and bonded together. It seems to be one solid piece.
Is it like dirty in any way? Like Rob, does it look like it's got
Oh no, it's
stuff on it? Or...
pristinely clean like most magic items are.
We could just put the pointy thing in a cork of some kind.
I'm not. That's sacramental wine. Sorry,
Are
I'm
you
not
sure it
wasting
isn't
that.
celebratory wine? Because
No,
I
it's
feel as
sacramental.
though we've got
I mean-
something to celebrate at this moment.
No,
Will an acorn work? I have some nuts.
use it.
We are aware of this, Chatter.
So he'll reach into his pouch and he'll just pull out an acorn and just like shrug and see if that'll work to stick on the top of the needle to stop it. No, that is a reasonable
I could
word.
have given you my canteen, I suppose. Okay, I'll just make sure not to drink that.
I would not suggest killing with a needle.
Again.
That's what she said.
I don't understand.
It's a sexual innuendo.
Oh.
Does it vibrate? Have you tried turning it on and finding out?
So there's no other items in this room of like interest.
No, there are some other rooms, and there's basically once you guys whenever you guys want to, you can like well, I'll say because you guys have detect magic and identify, whatever you want to once you've like gone through all the rooms you want to explore. Some of you, I'll let you basically take like some time to basically say you've sweeped the mansion for however many magic items you want to find. Once you determine that you're done exploring. So,
Okay,
but
because
in
I'm
this
thinking
room,
of like in terms of like the bigger picture, we came here to either find a person or find
find some
stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I
We've
feel like
failed
we've
to find any
sufficiently
people.
killed the things, and now we
there
can
are
find the
still
stuff.
places you haven't explored.
Or
Well, yeah. So you haven't like in terms of what you haven't explored. There are a few doors in the like center room of doors that transports everywhere you haven't gone in, including in the big library. There's like two larger doors that you haven't gone through.
Aren't they made of mithril or something?
Yeah, all the room like doors entering and exiting that door are adamantine, but yeah, they're like adamantine reinforced. But so you haven't done those, but if you want, you can also just like explore the mansion and leave those, or you can go explore them.
should we go explore those rooms then? Because they're the only ones we've not really been to. Right this way. I guess Eleanor will walk out through the teleport door.
Yeah.
I think I know the way it was because I went through it
Yeah.
earlier.
No,
So
we'll just say that you guys can get there. So is everyone heading out there, basically?
Sure.
Sure, yeah, I'll go.
Although as you guys are kind of leaving, you notice that Alexander has, while you guys have been discussing this, just sat down and begun to read those books again. Like,
Oh,
just kind of out of it.
well, this is a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alexander, why don't you go to if you're gonna sit down and write, why don't you just go to like the lounge area with the food and
He just
and,
kind of
you
like
know,
nods and like
couch.
stands up and starts walking with the book and just like
Just don't sit in the place that's full of grease and dead corpses.
yeah,
It's
so
a
he
bit
just
morbid.
goes up.
and just for clarity, Kiki is still attached to Cheddar.
Oh yeah, Kiki's
Right.
still getting the heck out of Chatter.
By the way, did someone just move me through the portal?
You have to go through the portal.
You kind of have to. Well, actually, there is a door. There is a door. You could
Oh,
go
it's too
through
late
the door,
now.
but you don't actually go from. So, all right.
No, it's
The
not.
thing that I found most effective is to swallow a stone or two, and that generally helps. Oh wait, you're not a bird.
So
The
Chatter's
mic
gonna
says
you
see
flank
Chatter's
me,
gonna see that Luminous is still like getting sick. But that's not normal. He's going to go over and sort of just sort of do like a medicine check
It's
to
not normal. It's
see what's wrong with
completely
him.
normal. Going through magic portals is not normal.
What do you mean it's not normal?
People are most of riding horses, riding carriages, boats, planes when they're invented, trains when they're invented.
So I
It's
gotta
to ride things, not go through things. It's weird.
Chatter's just ignoring Luminous's griping, and examining him, seeing what might be
It's called
causing.
motion sickness.
Yeah,
People
I
get
mean,
it.
it's basically just like he just doesn't have his teleportation legs yet.
Okay.
Like,
Does he
it's-
feel like a spell like Lesser Restoration might be able to help him, or no?
He's not diseased. I mean, I suppose if you cast Lesser Restoration, I will say Luminos is not gonna feel sick for like the next few teleports, but that's about it. I mean, it's not actually like getting that.
Okay, so it's just like he's just uncomfortable.
He's just having a bad time. Yeah, it's
All
not
right.
like.
So he's
not
just gonna
crippled.
pat him on the head and be like, "You're fine."
Sorry, don't be a baby.
They're saying my tummy's got tipsy.
All right. So as you guys re-enter the room, can you all make me perception checks real quick?
Yes, we can.
Hey.
I think I trip over my own foot.
Okay. Yeah.
One of us can.
Yeah. And I'll roll again for Kiki, just because Kiki's here too.
Okay.
Okay. And then did Chatter
Yeah, I got a 19.
19? Nice.
Mhm.
Let me do a thing.
It was right after the medicine check.
Understood. Understood. Mm, is it right? There we go. Okay. Yeah, as you guys re-enter the room, uh, basically you see the two shattered jars, and you see there's this like little vat of greenish slime that has this. There was like this strange blackish and a strange kind of clear ichor substance surrounding the two bodies, and it's all kind of like intermingled. But it just seems to be. It smells not great. It's like a strange mixture of like sulfur and just a bunch of other alchemical nasty smells. It also kind of smells like two dead bodies. Like,
Oh, that's where Kiki came from, by the way, as I
This
point into the
smells
vat.
like a hot spring. Why is
but
this smelling like a hot
also
spring?
all of the remains of the bodies are mostly already decomposed. Like it's mostly just some like bones now. As you remember, Arrow, when you smashed the things, they already started to like wither away, and now it's mostly just bones at this point.
Yeah, they decomposed pretty fast, but before they decomposed, they looked like your parents. Your father,
Just
right
the
off.
theory, but yeah.
Well, it's a little hard to prove now.
They looked like Alexander's father and your father. Yeah. Go ahead and make any check you want. Also, Era and Ellen, why don't you make me investigation checks real quick? Sounds good. Okay.
No.
Nice. So Anja, this is very theoretical for you because this is like high level magic, but gather that this is like some kind of bastardization of the clone spell, where basically you create a duplicate of someone, like an identical, like another copy of someone that if they die, that body will come to life. Um, Now, you didn't see the bodies, so you don't know what could have gone wrong with that process or why they're still like that. But basically, I mean, the ooze trap is something separate, but the two jars are basically two different clone spells that don't like even in the theoretical. This is different. Like this is a wrong clone spell. Like someone did something to the clone spell and it messed with it.
They're not failed, they're differently effective.
Maybe he was just here just to double his loving.
Also, Ellen, real quick, as you are looking around, you do notice that the ooze trap, there's actually a lower elevation of it than it was before.
Like enough to make another Kiki, or
I mean, it's kind of hard to say, but it's like, first of all, there's this weird Icarus stuff, and it should have raised the elevation you guessed, but it actually is lowered. Like, there was probably around like 4 feet of it before, right? And now there's like 2 feet of it.
It seems to be some kind of magic.
I'm gonna relay that to the party. That maybe another creature has crawled out of this. We should be careful, or maybe another clone is being made. I don't know, but some of this ooze is missing. I'm gonna ask, I guess, like turn to Kiki, as futile as it appears.
Hi.
Did you have any friends down there, Kiki?
Yeah, I have you.
No, in the pit, down in the
What?
pit, where you came from.
I don't know. I couldn't think then. I don't know.
Okay.
And also, Kiki's gonna start hugging you now. Gotten Kiki.
Oh.
Is anyone else a bit
Good.
out by that green goo thing?
So, Chatter, once Anja sort of described what this all is here, he is just has this look on his face like he realizes this is just a complete and utter abomination,
Oh yeah, 100%.
and he is just mortified. And is there any of it like left intact?
Any of what?
Like the container that they were like being kept in?
It's like it was two like obsidian-ish jars, and so there's like bits of shattered pottery from where Era just cracked them.
Is there any other sort of materials or equipment in here that's intact?
There you do see like around here there is some stuff that you assume was used in the preparation of these two clone spells. So if you could, like, get rid of them.
He is going to wild shape into a bear.
Yeah.
And he just roars and just starts destroying everything.
Yeah.
He just goes around and he just starts smashing the vases, smashing the equipment, just like obliterating whatever sort of tentacle equipment he can find in this room.
with a rage that you've never seen out of Chatter, just destroys this equipment. Like there were clicks.
It's gonna be really hard to figure things out if you. Oh, okay, sorry, I don't. All right, recoils.
He's completely just disgusted by this. It goes against everything that he stands for. It goes against nature. It goes against all that stuff. So he's just not even hesitating.
I'm gonna look at Kiki holding me and be a bit concerned that I'm holding this abomination now. The child might hurt me. I'm gonna try and ease it off of me.
Well, I was already that way already. Have you ever met a sentient slime before?
This has got to be my first, I think.
Yeah, because they're not natural. They're supposed to just go and then
we-
just try and eat you. That's it.
Do we kill it?
That's not necessary. It's not.
As you say that, like Kiki hugs you tighter.
No.
I'll carry you everywhere, my gooey friend.
Well, I'm not doing it because I don't want to get goo on me.
Yes, you can. I'm really light.
Is he really light?
Yeah, it weighs like
Okay.
a quarter of what Era weighs, which is not much because the Era Kokra.
It's a very light creature.
Yeah, I mean it's made out of ooze, so.
Well, you are hollow
Doesn't even
boned.
have- Yeah, it doesn't even have like the unhollow. It doesn't even have bones or.
Look, Luminos, I'll clean you if you just get it off me.
These feathers are impossible to clean. Let me tell you.
No, I'm good. You can deal with it.
As Chatter is rampaging, though, I am going to kind of weave around and quickly try to see if there's any sort of like notes or books or anything on the like of this cloning bullshit right here.
Make a check, although I will give you disadvantage as you're doing it while.
Yeah.
You're
Not a
rampage.
problem. An investigation?
Yeah.
Alright, disadvantage. Cool.
All right, 2 11s. Yeah. You basically find some notes about the preparation of the clone spell.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, Chatter destroyed the stuff that was like what changed.
Yeah.
So you find like the preparation of the actual spell.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna put them in my bag.
Sounds good.
Just like very, very quickly, because even if I don't know, I can go and find someone who does know what's going on
Sure.
here. So. Okay, well, I'm kind of glad that I'm just glad that Alex didn't see this. I think he might be taking it worse than Chatter if he wasn't so busy reading. He's not much of a reader. We should really be concerned about that.
I mean, reading is good for the mind.
I agree. I like reading.
The
Chatter.
brain needs books like a sword needs whetstones.
Chatter, are you gonna be okay? I think everything is squished now.
So you just look at Chatter, and he's just sort of like stomp on the remains of just like all the stuff. And then when he's done, he just sits down and
I'm gonna walk over to Chatter and I'm gonna hug his face.
Era's going to sit down next to Chatter and sort of put his arm and wing around him.
We have to keep going.
Sort of being close to Chatter.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna walk over and say, Kiki, someone else really needs a hug.
And instinctively, Kiki goes and hugs the bear.
oh.
I will let go of the bear very quickly because my clothes are not cheap.
Everybody before Kiki comes gets a literal bear hug.
Excellent.
From Chatter.
Yes.
He's now reattached to Chatter.
He's happy about this. Do I feel like a bear would
I
fit?
just want to point out he's one of those things down there. He's
Why would you ruin that for Chatter?
Chatter looks at Kiki. Is a bear big enough to fit, or is the doors big enough for a bear to fit through? Or is he going to have to?
Yeah, you're not the like you're a smaller type of bear because
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm a brown bear or black bear, I think.
You can fit
Right. Okay, so he's just gonna look at Kiki and look around, and he knows that like Kiki's sentient and Kiki hasn't done any harm to them. His gripe was more with the process of somebody trying to make a clone using this equipment. So he doesn't have any problem with Kiki right now because it's not Kiki's fault. But he's just gonna sit there and wait to follow everybody else to see what they're all gonna do.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what are you guys gonna do?
Do we investigate those other rooms, maybe?
We've
Yeah.
got to either find this wizard or where he went, and if that's let's go.
It doesn't look as though this wizard has been around here for a while.
I mean, somebody's been around.
I think we've caused quite the
Yeah, he has.
ruckus. If the wizard were here, I'm pretty sure he would have said hi.
Can I use my keen senses as a bear to like sniff and see if there's any sort of scent of anybody here that I can follow around and help everybody sort of track him perhaps?
Yes, but not in this room because this room smells. Yeah, way too many smells.
Okay, so my
Tell me where
sniffer
you're
is
gonna go.
overwhelmed.
Then yeah.
Okay, so can I head back? So he'll just get up and he'll start lumbering out with Kiki on his back, just this thick bear.
So are you gonna
Lumbering
go
up.
through the teleporting door or just down the stairs? Because there's a staircase down to the
Oh,
right.
he's gonna go down the stairs back to the library.
Because I'm
and then-
guessing everyone's following along.
He'll just
Yeah.
look around there.
For Luminous' sake, we won't go through the portals.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
There you
Did
go.
I just...
So,
Okay, thanks.
yep. So go ahead and make a perception check with advantage, and you get to use Chatter's perception because of
Oh.
wild shape.
Yes.
All right, 16. So I will say you smell through this door, like sweat and maybe a bit of blood and some like animal smells, and you smell a bit of decay out of this door.
Okay. So, he's going to like sit back and tap his chin and narrow his eyes.
As a bear?
As a bear, yes. He's gonna take a claw and just And so does the animal like blood smell coming from the one door? Does it sound fresh? Does it smell kind of old?
It smells kind of fresh.
So he's going to know that like decay is something that can deal with later. Blood is problem now. So he's going to sort of
Seems valid.
point, like almost like dog point, to the door with the blood smell coming through it.
What is it, Scoop? What did you find?
He does
Jinkies!
a whole body wiggle.
Don't miss her down the well.
Maybe fall down a well.
Guys, I think Shadow wants us to go in there.
That sounds right.
He doesn't
Lassie,
have
is that
hands.
you?
We can't open it.
Can we open it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure a bear can open it. If Alex could open it.
He will smash if need be, but he would rather not smash if need for smashing is not needed.
I will try.
When you imply that, I just like look at my shield and just go, oh, okay.
You can always just try opening it with your hands, Lumi.
I do. Sometimes.
These doors are made of adamantium. So smash.
So is my arm. Ah.
Does he look like he's going to be pushing it open?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll help him. I'll drop my shoulder and just...
So you're going to the animal smelling one, right?
Yeah,
That's
that
this
one.
guy. So go ahead, Lumi. Make a athletics check with advantage.
That would be Ash, right? That you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
I think
Athletics
they
check
assumed
with
you were
advantage.
pushing the door open, so...
Oh, okay.
With
That's
Chatter.
how you work.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to be, you don't have to be. But
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll do that. I didn't quite catch that part, so
No
I
worries,
was
no
coughing.
oh, no worries. All right, yeah. So you push open the door. So go ahead and on roll 20 arrange yourselves and describe how you would arrange yourselves going into this room real quick for me.
Shield up, forwards, march, in the front.
Okay.
Gotta get to roll 20.
So you and Chatter are like right next to the door.
uh-huh.
Kiki is right next to you, hugging you.
I'll be like in the middle
Mm-hmm.
of the group, basically.
Yep, I can be right next to Ellen, right behind Luminous.
If we need a source of light, I'll be holding something
Yeah.
with light
Okay.
cast on it.
You got it.
I'm standing back with line of sight into the room.
Sounds good.
Uh,
So
Yeah, I'm fine.
okay. So as you guys kind of you push the door open and you see it pushes in, like there's no hinge. It pushes in and then retracts down into the floor. Like as you push it in, it kind of hits like a point and then it just retracts itself into the floor. And inside the room, there's first of all another teleport door on the far end of it, like on the far right side. But having recently tore themselves out of chains, you see two 7-foot-tall figures, one of which has some like bestial, like has an extended like maw and patches of fur, and then the other of which has some like scaly sections and like long teeth and like reptile eye slits, who've just like appear to have just torn themselves out of chains that they've been chained to, and you see there's just like blood like dripping from their wrists and from their ankles. And we're gonna roll an initiative.
I
Oh,
try
fuck.
and close the door again. I try and...
It just proceeded into the floor, so you can certainly try and figure out how to do so later. But now
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You might want to reset your initiative tracker.
yeah, I just did, so
Okay, dope.
should be good now. So
Oh my god.
I rolled
I'm
better
so
initiative than
slow. Not as slow as Luminous.
Oh,
right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we should be good. So we go descending at the top. Anja, what are you gonna do?
Alright,
So-
so I've got these little reptilian critters coming at us.
One reptilian, one bestial, but yes.
One reptilian, one bestial. Okay, first, as bonus action, I will activate my blade song so that I'm not so squishy.
Mhm.
So I will boop that. And then I could just cast Grease again. But yeah, I mean, let's just I'm kind of small enough to look in between everyone, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go ahead and cast grease under these guys' feeties.
All right. So, do they have to make the save now, or is it on their turn?
Let's link the spell
Perfect.
so that we can. I think if it starts its turn, so slick grease covers 10
When
foot squared
here.
center.
Here, so they make it save right now.
Yep, deck save, please.
We've got a natural 1 and an 18. So the reptilian one, which I marked with a leaf on roll 20, slips and slams its head on the floor and is prone currently on the ground. But the bestial one kind of, but keep ground.
Okay, and I think it has to do it every time it ends its turn in that grease. And I did it to where it's like obviously like I'll just draw it on the thing for you to be sure, but it's like that essentially. Ooh, come on. I don't know. Roll 20. Stop. Behave yourself. What is happening? What is, dear God.
We'll get there. But for now, I'm guessing you're gonna stick where you are.
Yes. I'm gonna go ahead after I cast grease. So essentially, like, it's going to be centered in that to where, like, they're gonna be at the end of the 10 feet against the wall, and so that they still have, like,
5 feet of grease.
Yes. Yeah, to move through. And then with that, I'm going to go ahead and just sort of like, move to the side.
Alright, sounds good.
So that if Era wants to, like, shoot something, he has a better line of sight with me not there.
Perfect. Ellen, what are you gonna do?
You see Ellen reach into his pocket and he pulls out 3 rose petals and like smashes them up and then like throws them into the air. And as they go into the air, he casts sleep.
Alright, go and roll. Are you doing it first level?
I'm going to cast it at level 2.
Alright, so I believe that's 78.
So 27 health.
27? Yeah. You see they kind of fall under these creatures and they just snarl at you unaffected as they have more than 27 hit points, both of them. They do seem a bit injured.
So it takes the lowest HP first.
Yes.
So if one of them's got 27 or lower,
nope,
then
yeah.
one of
They both have more than 27 hit points.
So we know how much health they've got, guys.
More than 27. And you know that, although
each,
I will say
more than 27 each, though.
They are, yes, they are both injured currently, though, so they're not at their max hit points because they literally tore themselves out of chains.
In that case, he's gonna panic a little bit and step back here. That usually after you.
Yeah, what did you think? 2 massive hulking beasts. Do you think that measles spell will do anything to them?
Hey,
he's got a point.
it's always worth a try. I mean, one of them is on their face.
So,
Have you tried sleeping with those wounds?
speaking of those things, so the bestial one is gonna roar, and you see as it roars, a strange like greenish purple glow comes out of its chest, and it disappears and reappears right in front of Ellen as it casts Misty Step.
Oh, God.
We're way up the reservation. These are Robbie Baldino special, and then it's the attack Ellen. So it has advantage. So that's an 18 to hit.
Why does it have advantage?
Come again?
What? It's got advantage?
Reckless attack. So
Oh, good.
other people
Okay.
have advantage.
You say
but-
18?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit. That'll hit.
Cool. So you're gonna take you're gonna take. Let me check here. Yeah, you're gonna take 21 points of damage. As wham! Just slams its like fist, and you see it has like some claws and stuff. So it just like jams into you. Yeah. And is it? Yeah, rolled real well. So yeah, that's gonna be that guy's turn. Era, what are you gonna do? You've got. It's also right next to you now too. But
Hi!
yeah.
This isn't what I expected.
Mhm.
How tall is this room?
It's actually pretty tall. It's probably about like 30 feet tall because it's a large library with like huge things and books.
Cool.
which for inside is pretty tall.
If I flew upward, would I provoke an attack of opportunity?
Unless you took the disengage action, you would, yes, and it would have
Okay.
advantage because it recklessly attacked.
Okay.
Or actually, no, because it's only during its turn it gets it. So it wouldn't have advantage, but it'd get an attack on you.
We get advantage on it now.
Yeah. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage now.
Okay, I'm going to Seeking Arrow at melee.
Okay, so it's just gonna make a dex save, right?
It makes a dex save, and I'm also going to apply Sharpshooter to it.
All right. So I don't think you can do that on Seeking Arrow because you're not making an attack roll.
Oh yeah, it has to be with an attack. You're correct.
Yeah. So it got an 8 though, so you're gonna do full damage. Well, you don't make an attack roll because it's
I just want to roll that damage.
understood. Yeah.
It doesn't actually get
So 8, and then also the extra d6 of force damage, right?
Yeah, so it does 12 damage.
So again, as you've seen multiple times now, just an arrow doesn't even get knocked; it just slams into this creature and just as it staggers back a little bit and looks kind of pretty miffed. Is there
That's
anything
not
else?
friendly. Now I'm
Yeah.
going to fly into the air.
Okay, it's gonna make an attack of opportunity. So it gets a 19 to hit you.
That will hit.
All right. Oh,
I'm gonna use coin words.
all right. So roll a d6 and it'll reduce the total.
4.
So got a 15 to hit now. Does that hit you?
15.
What's your armor class?
Frick. I'm trying. My computer is
No
armor
worries.
class 15.
So you get got for 11 points of damage, as it didn't roll nearly as well as it did with that one.
Ouch.
Yeah, not great, but a lot better than Ellen did. But you are now as high in the air as you would like to be.
Plus, I'm now 30 feet into the air.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. So
Peter.
now it's the other one's turn. So it's going to use 15 feet of its movement to get up. And then is Greece difficult terrain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this one is going to go 10. It's going to use the rest of its movement to get out of the grease because it's got 15 feet of movement left.
Mhm.
And then, let's make an attack roll ranged as. So, all right. So an 8's not going to hit Luminos, but basically, but it still actually does do some damage because that's how that thing works. Oh, there we go. So Luminos, you are hit. You are glanced as out of one of this thing's hands, some of the scales fall off and start to glow and fly at you, and you see they turn into this like bolt of acid, and you get hit for 4 points of acid damage as it just barely misses you, and splashes on your armor and stuff. And that'll be its turn as it misses you with Mel's acid arrow. Chatter.
All right, so Chatter sees this creature run forward and attack these guys.
Yeah.
And he is still a bear.
Yeah.
And
Right.
he is not happy that
Can you imagine?
this jerk just attacked
Yeah.
Ellen, and especially Aira. He's not happy about
yeah.
that. So he is going to roar. He's going to give a mighty roar, and
Mhm.
he's going to rush forward as a bear.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to. My computer's being really slow. I'm not used to playing. Let's see here.
Do you have the brown bear or black bear statistics?
I do. I have its stats right here. It's
Okay,
just being a little slow. All right, I got it. All right, so black bear, it does get 2 attacks.
Yep.
So I'm gonna make
And
one.
they're both at advantage because it attacked recklessly.
So
Mhm.
he's first going to lunge forward with his claws
Yeah.
and swipe. So that is. Do I get to add my the bear's strength to that since it's better?
There. Yep. So
Okay.
you keep the creature's physical statistics and keep your mental statistics.
Right. That's what I thought. Cool.
Mhm.
All right. So it's +4 for the first one.
At advantage, just
20,
awesome.
Oops, I can't type.
And actually, if you do it in the advanced dice roller, it'll keep a log of the like things you've done. All right, so 14 will.
Okay. Okay, cool. So in the
18 will
dice
hit.
roll, got it.
Yeah, it's a big hulking boy.
So the claws do 2d4 plus 2 slashing damage. So it's 8 slashing damage from the claws, and so he's going to dig his claw into him and sort of just pull him forward and do a big chomp on his
Good,
shoulder.
nice big chomper.
A big chomp.
You know,
All right.
Crunch.
Dom.
Crunch. So that is a +4 to hit, and it's also that also with advantage?
Yeah, all attack rolls against this thing have advantage.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And you guys are not used to seeing Chatter this angry.
Oh yeah,
so-
this is a whole new.
That's-
class.
He's never heard anything as far as you guys know. And it's like
I'll also hit, so please go ahead.
that's a D8. Awesome. So that's a
Yeah.
D8 plus, or sorry, D6 plus 2. So that's and he just chomps another 5 damage.
Yeah. This thing doesn't like it's getting injured, but it's still going strong.
Nice.
But it's turning its attention to you for sure. Which
Good.
good.
He stands back on his back paws and does that scary bear thing
Nice.
that they do so good.
So and that's gonna be Chatter's go for now. Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Alright.
Chatter.
Last but not least, pulling up the rear, Luminos.
The bear's got that. Judge! I run at the other one who's sprayed me with acid.
Mhm.
And I whisper a word, and I mark him for was my vow of enmity,
Nice.
which grants me
Advantage
advantage.
for your attacks. Yeah.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna start hacking at him.
Yeah. Do that thing. 20 will definitely hit.
Does he have advantage?
Yeah. Because of vow of enmity.
Oh, right.
Yeah, nice. As you just stab into this thing, it's got a very thick, unnaturally so hide, and stab into it, and it kind of like does a strange combination. There's a hiss and a roar at you, and some spittle comes out at you. But
I roar back at them, saying, "Come on, then."
it's just a shouting match now.
He's
Anja,
got it.
All right, so we got Lumi is taking care of Lizard Boy, and I have my
you also have advantage on attacks on the other boy.
on the big guy. I already have advantage on him.
On the beast one, because
Okay.
So if you like booming blade, you'll have advantage.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of thinking about all the things that I can do here.
Yeah, lots of them.
Yeah, that's the great thing about being a wizard. I have things other than pokey and stabby, but Anja is actually going to go over and booming blade poke and stab because
Yeah, make
it
sure
works pretty well, and all the other stuff is pretty, little bit rough. So we're gonna go ahead and do the attack roll with her rapier as soon as I get to my core stuff.
Sounds good. No worries.
Oh no.
That's only a 9. So yeah, even as it's like leaving itself widely open, like anyone with any amount of fighting skills, like that was just a dumb attack. Its
Yeah.
hide is so thick and like patched that you stab into it and it doesn't seem to even register the pain.
Come on, Anja. I believed in you.
And then with that, as a bonus action, she's gonna kind of like her rapier, she's gonna like kind of move it to her offhand, and then in her normal hand, you're gonna see that her thing missed. You're gonna kind of like out of her bangle, which is her arcane focus. What kind of light are we in, by the way?
It's bright light.
It's bright. Okay.
Like some torch stuff going on.
Okay. Regardless, just means no advantages, but she's going to sort of like in that hand, you just see like some shadows like creep out of the bangle as she's gonna cast Shadow Blade,
Nice.
to hold on to, with her, and it just like forms, and that's a bonus action to cast. So she's gonna hold on to her Shadow Blade, and yeah.
You see some of the shadow from the room just get sucked into Anja's hand and turn into this, like, what does it look like? What kind of like?
I mean, it looks like a rapier. Like she's
like a
just doing.
shadowy rapier.
Yeah, yeah.
Billowing and, oof,
And that will be my turn.
Yeah. Ellen, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
All right. So that's a wisdom save on its part, right?
Yep.
Too many tabs open. Which
15.
it got a 16, just barely gotcha. But it will still take 4 points of psychic damage. They're surprisingly wise. They're not smart, but they're surprisingly wise. As kind of like roars at you as you piss it off more.
You heard its emotions.
You really did.
Shadow, kill this thing! And she's gonna get a bardic inspiration.
Yeah. You are bardically inspired, Mr. Bear.
The bear does a little.
How did it actually hit me? Because I feel like it did so much damage that probably part of me is damaged. Like, was it like, what sort of damage was it that it hit me with?
It was slashing.
Okay, so there's probably like a big graze across my entire chest or
yeah,
something. Okay.
You've got a chest wound.
Dunked on here. Is that all for you for now?
I'm gonna move to here.
Okay. It doesn't have its reaction because it attacked Era. So.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so what's that? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I got that.
Perfect. Sounds good. So on its turn, it's gonna look around and see it's surrounded, and it kind of like just roars, and as it does, out of its mouth, like again, its chest goes in, out of its mouth, these just like tendrils of blackish green energy come out. I need everyone who's within 10 feet of it. So it's gonna be Chatter, Anja, and not Era, because Era's up in the air, and Kiki to all make strength saves.
Strength saves? Okay.
I'll roll Kiki's strength save.
Please do. Alright. It's their DC.
I'm just seeing if my Blade Song gives me advantages on strength saves. It doesn't look like it. It's just
Don't believe so.
dex and con stuff.
Mhm.
Cool beans.
Nice. And Chatter. Has she?
Is it my turn?
No, you strength save for me, please.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, this isn't
Casting.
so. Oh,
Casting
okay.
spell,
There
yeah.
we go. All right, strength save. Do I get to do that with the bear's strength?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the bear's strength is a plus. Oh, it's just actually it's the same.
Yeah.
Yay,
Nice.
Shatter.
So.
Yay!
Wow. Okay. So, Kiki and Andra are going to take 3 points of necrotic damage, and Chatter's going to take 1 point of necrotic damage.
And should I make a con save for my concentration?
Yes, you do have to make a concentration check. It's only
Okay.
D-
I do get I think advantage on this. Yeah. I get I actually have a bonus.
Okay. Oh, right.
So
You don't
yeah, I have a bonus, so it's gonna be the save plus 3.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Cons. Let's see. So yeah, 19.
Yeah, you're fine,
Mhm.
yeah. It's then going to Kiki and Ansha. You do also lose your reaction for this turn.
Okay.
Chatter, you do not. So you can make an attack of opportunity, as it's really mad at Ellen because you just messed with his mind. So you can get an attack of opportunity as it gets up next to Ellen, but can't do anything else.
Sure. So seeing it go after Ellen, he is going to make a swipe with his claws.
Yeah, please do.
Hey, get back here. Swipe, swipe.
Exactly. It's a 15.
That'll hit. So go ahead and make another.
Alright,
another
2d4
yeah.
plus 2, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. With those claws, 7 damage.
Nice. As it gets slashed at while running away, but it's got a single-minded purpose now, it seems. And Era. And it no longer is reckless, so you don't have an advantage on attack rolls against this one now. So, Era, what are you doing?
He's gonna get an arrow to the face. With sharpshooter, so hopefully this will actually hit.
Whoa!
Apparently it will.
Wow.
Oh, double.
That's amazing. Yeah, do that thing, please. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So that's
that'll
gonna
be
deal
damage, yeah?
19 damage.
Please describe this amazing shot. Like the literal perfect shot. Era couldn't have made a more perfect shot.
It's like, what? So impressed.
So it goes like straight through his eye,
Yeah.
all the way through his skull and sticks in the floor below him.
Yeah. No, you see just like a section of weird brain just come out of this creature, and it's not gonna be able to cast spells anymore like that. I have to reward that somehow. So it's no longer able to cast spells. Like that's just too cool. It also seems very injured by that. Like it staggers and just kind of like blinks with its one good eye as it's trying to regain its composure. That's amazing. Congratulations, honestly.
It was too good. It was surgically too good. It went through his brain, but didn't kill him.
Yeah, well, I mean, a normal creature, it would have just been dead. Like, just dead. But
How
this
close did that arrow get to me?
not even nowhere near, because
Okay.
it was too perfect. Like, you didn't even get, like, splatter on you.
Also, I'm gonna move such that I can see the lizard fighting Luminos.
Sounds good. Speaking of which, it's gonna since you already have advantage on it, it's gonna recklessly attack you. So that'll be a 22 to hit, Luminos. I think that hits even you.
It hits the moon.
All right, so you are going to take 20 points of slashing damage as it rolls really well, just like it did on. Yeah, that's another 12. So on the D12 too. So for one of them. So yeah, you take 24 points of slashing damage as it just you stab at it, and as you do, it just like slams you almost to the ground. Like it takes all your strength not to just get pushed into the ground as it just slams down.
Did you say he takes 20 or 24?
20?
Okay.
You said 20, then said 24. So
Did I?
yeah.
Oh, my bad. 20. And that's going to be its turn. It's very happy with its turn. Cheddar.
Yeah,
Yay. So the one that Era shot the crap out of is dead, right?
No, it's still going, but
Still up? Oh, okay. Okay, so Chatter's going to run after it.
okay. Do that thing.
25, 30, yeah, he can get there.
Oh yeah, easy.
And he's going to double attack again. So first one's the bite attack. That's a 30-20.
Yep.
1d6 plus 2. That's going to be 8 damage as he claws into it and just
It looks
takes
real
advantage
rough.
of it being ouching.
And then that claw
don't
attack, this could take it
Walk
down.
on my keyboard, please. I can't trying to walk on my keyboard. And then the claws as he. Oh! And
Oh! That's 44 plus 2. Oh! Wow, you guys are critting all over these things.
So sort of inspired by Era's
Right how you take it down.
show, and then in a rage and frenzy, just runs up and claws the crap out of it, doing 12 slashing damage in addition to the 8.
Yeah, if you are just able to like tear this thing in half with your claws and like you just tear through this thing. Ellen, you do get some stuff on you this time though. This is a bit too messy, but yeah, it is gone. This thing no longer exists at all.
Oh yeah, he just does the whole like get caboodles.
Yeah, just like this primal fury of chatter.
Yes.
Nice. Luminos, what are you gonna do? You're 1v1ing this thing.
Yeah, I'm losing.
Yeah, a
Exactly.
little bit.
No, Luminous.
I'm gonna pop my sword down 1 second. Lay hands.
There you go.
You're gonna touch yourself.
Get your 20 back.
Yeah, the entirety of my lay hands, all 20.
Nice.
I'm just postponing
Undo.
an extra
You can
round
control
because
Z.
he's about to hit me another 20.
Yeah, you hit Control Z and you're all good. Anja.
Alright, seeing as I think this guy's dead, right? Like,
Oh yeah, that guy got just
Mauled by a bear.
yeah.
Wow, yeah. He went from like over 30 hit points to 0 hit points in 2 attacks.
Okay, so Anja is going to kind of come through here, see this guy.
Dish creature.
Is actually going to move into the corner, and is going to... So I have a question. So technically Shadow Blade is now a weapon.
Yeah, you can throw it.
And I can throw it. Can I also
And-
apply Booming Blade to it?
Sure.
Okay, that's what's gonna happen.
You also have advantage because it attack reckless.
Yeah, so
Because Shadow Blade does a D8 anyway, right?
just 2d8 psychic damage.
Okay. No
Mhm.
worries. So just roll to hit with Booming Blade first.
Yeah.
It's the same
Well,
attack
it's yeah.
modifier as your rapier.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I have this, right? This
Okay.
13 hit.
13 does not hit.
Can I use my nat 20?
Sure.
Yay!
All right. Yeah. So that's gonna be 48 and 2d6 damage.
Yeah, so just kind of like essentially like hold up the blade because I'm gonna save my buddy here. So like, even though he makes really mean jokes at me, and I'm gonna use it against it. So let's go ahead and do the 2 damage for Shadow Blade.
So it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's just not roll 20. It's just being weird.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll just roll
Attack roller.
4d8. There we go. Well, not that great. And then the 2 more d8 for the thunder. So that was the psychic damage, and this is the thunder.
Yeah. Is it a D8 or D6 thunder?
It's d8,
Oh, nice. So yeah, 2
Mhm.
more D8.
and so it's 14 psychic damage and then 11 thunder
And
damage.
also, what's your Dex mod 3, right? So it's gonna be because an extra 4, an extra 3 onto that. So
Yeah,
21
that's right.
damage total. Yeah, as just this shadowy rapier just gets flung into the thing and just impacts, and then just and leaves like a wound in this thing's chest. It's still going, as it hasn't been hit too much, but it is like just wounded and hurting. And also, after that happens, a new one appears in your hand, as Shadow Blade instantly gets it back to you.
I'm just like,
All I see is the
What was
shadow
that?
blade appear around the corner.
What
yeah,
was
and that thunder, that was the booming blade. Perfect timing. Thanks.
Mhm. Come, and I'm gonna like if you just like turn around, I'm gonna give you a thumbs up. Like,
Awesome. So Ellen,
why me not getting her bad side?
oh, I see why. I see why.
I think I'm gonna move 5 feet forward and just ruffle Chada's head gently and say, "Thank you so much," and just like wring off any blood of the creature. Can I see the creature from here through the door?
I'll say
Or, like,
if cover, like
If I move like here,
yeah,
can I see it clearly to cast
yeah, you-
Vicious Mockery?
Sure, sounds good. So we'll make a wisdom save. Should really just keep this tab open. Yeah, it takes a whole point of psychic damage. What do you say to this?
And
this
it has
monstrosity.
disadvantage on its next attack.
That's correct.
Your
What
father
do you-
was
what
a
do you
hamster?
Your friend's dead, and a bear killed it.
That's
And
not.
your mother smells like elderberries.
Thank you for finishing that reference.
And it just. All right. All right. Well,
That's me.
it's gonna be Era. Your turn.
He gets the arrow
All right.
with sharpshooter.
And
Fucking
attack regular
sharp.
that's another natural 20. So
Okay then.
roll me another critical hit. So that's 26 more damage.
Yep.
Mm.
26 more damage.
You guys like hacking or something?
So
I don't know. It feels like it.
I
Then
don't
I'm
mean
gonna
to be.
action
I
surge.
don't mean to be that much of like a technical, but that +6 is rolling the extra damage for the crit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But he gets
you-
plus
you-
10 from sharpshooter.
oh,
We
that's
have
right.
advantage
Okay,
Because
Yeah.
of
okay.
He has a minus 5 to
I'm
hit.
just making sure because I was like
but-
26.
Yeah.
Is someone confused? I just want to make sure we're.
It is a lot, isn't it? It
Yeah.
seems like too much, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does he actually have advantage though on this one?
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
attacked
do.
recklessly.
All right, cool.
It's a reckless attack.
So
Then
yeah,
I'm gonna action surge for another arrow.
23 will also hit. Well,
That's not 23. That's a
18, but 18
18.
still hits. So
Okay. Does not
Ah.
16.
well,
How
that's
did-
2 sharpshooter. Oh my god.
how you take this thing down?
So the first shot is another headshot The other shot is just a shoulder shot, and he just sort of falls down after the distinctly less impressive shot.
Yeah, no, 100%. It just like boom, boom, and it just crumples to the ground. That's the power of natural 20s, folks.
Luminos looks at his sword and says, "What the fuck have I done with my life?"
And only. I mean, if you really want to study magic, it can help you.
Is it divine?
Um.
Oh wait, divine's not magic, it's miracles. Never mind.
We're at combat.
Yeah.
Ellen will collapse on the floor.
Just like,
Are you all
Not,
right?
not unconscious, but just like, ow. Can someone do me a solid?
Wizards don't heal.
So, Chatter will wild shape back into himself. He's covered in blood, and he just sort of very quickly goes over next to Ellen and just sort of looks over his wounds and sees that he's very injured. So he is going to. What's that?
Have you got enough surges?
Oh, I have plenty of spells. I'm
Have
good.
you got enough healings? Have you got
Yeah, I've got plenty. So he's going to cast Cure Wounds at a 2nd level. That is that is 2d8 plus 5.
nice.
Oh, first.
That sounds great.
That's good. Oh wait, that's all right. Oh my god, what a waste. It's not terrible. Could have been once.
Yeah, 13 back.
That's
get the-
perfect. That's great. He looks so much better. He stands up and casts prestidigitation on himself and you to like get rid of the blood and like clean us up a bit. Oh,
So
thank you,
Aero
Chatter.
lands,
That's so much better. Oh,
walks up to Chatter and gives her a massive hug.
Him.
Y'all keep misgendering each other.
Oh,
Get a room.
Chatter, as he's
Him.
healing, Ellen, see these little, just these ethereal green little mice run out from his hands, just sort of scatter over Ellen's wounds, and as they pass over them, they just sort of knit back together and help him feel a little better. And then, whenever Era gives him a hug, he'll just sort of like, and then smile and give him a hug too, and check him quickly for any injuries, or does Era look okay?
I
Or-
look okay, but I've got a reasonably large gash in my leg.
yeah.
Oh, so he will he'll touch Era's leg where the wound is, and he will cast another Cure Wounds at 1st level.
Sounds good.
So that's going to be 8 points of healing.
Back, yeah. Nice.
Excellent.
Same sort of effect, and he'll also just look around and is everybody else okay? Does anybody else need some assistance?
I took a little bit of damage, but I'm actually fine. Just a little cold where that thing touched me, but I'm okay, thank you.
Okay.
I almost got one-shotted, but thankfully I have some healing.
Yes, miracles, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad, because I was way over
That
here.
thing was nasty. Jeez.
But did you die?
No.
Then you're good.
Thanks to the power of Pelor.
I'm pretty sure arrows helped significantly with that.
Yeah, but that didn't keep me alive.
Did it though?
Technically, it didn't keep me alive. The miracle did. That the arrows. For when
You know that panel where Hawkeye's holding a bunch of arrows saying, "Gosh, I love arrows"? That's Era.
Love it. So, what's the next step? Are you gonna open the other?
I'm gonna go in and investigate the room. So we just opened.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
look around.
yeah,
I think it was just wasn't it just empty and they were chained to it. I think when Alex
Yeah,
checked it last time.
I mean, I'm not gonna have you roll. It's a holding like chamber.
Yeah.
This was just to keep these things in. Like, there's probably a little bit of like extra chains and maybe a bit of medical equipment to do maybe a checkup on him, but it's mostly just, the little thing of, oh no, I made something I probably shouldn't have, and it wants to kill me. Maybe let's put it in a prison cell.
Okay, I think once I realize there's nothing useful in there, I'm going to sit down and immediately begin sketching the two creatures I just saw as like a reference note while the other guys investigate the door. Well, I'll do that in the library, like so I'm nearby.
Do we get like a trophy from these guys? I think they're trophy worthy, right?
Certainly.
Maybe a fang.
I mean, if you want to carry its head. Oh, you don't want its head. Okay.
No, not the head. No, God, no, not the head. Like a fang or something, a claw.
I mean, they're a bit humanoid to eat.
Who said eating? I just said trophy.
I mean,
I remember a prince from one kingdom. He chopped off a Minotaur's cock and wore it around his neck.
Oh my goodness!
They might be.
Are you sure that's just what he was using it for?
They might be worth something, Luminos. Also,
He said it
for
was
the pride of killing them.
It was a totem of virility.
Okay then, the other door.
Yeah.
Is there anything on these that would be like a good trophy, Rob? Like their teeth or?
I mean, if you want, so their teeth are like the sharper teeth of a human, just extended. Like, just if you took them in Photoshop and just went like this in the image file.
So,
like,
so essentially horse teeth.
Yeah, they are like, but also like coming to a point. Like they are almost unnerving a little bit.
Okay, I don't want those.
Yeah.
Never mind. I've changed my mind. That's a bit freaky. I'm starting to think I should be doing the corpses now.
They do have like a bit of claws, which are like look and feel like human fingernails, but are just massive claws.
They weren't just before we go to the door. They weren't like wearing anything like I don't know
They had like
anything at all apart from like ragged clothes.
Like,
Okay.
they had that kind of stuff, but it was just like tatters of clothes.
All right, great.
So these things were intelligent, is what you're saying?
Oh, they cast spells.
Yeah. Can I sort of give them a once over and see if they're sort of like the result of something similar to the cloning spell? Okay. An Arcana is fine for that one. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Go back here. Arcana. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you think based on the way they look and just like what you know about magic, these actually probably were either the first or second. Like these were probably like the first batch of clones. You're guessing from the way that these things have been created and like done. Like these may have been like a failed batch or maybe a successful one, but they are also with that Arcana check. They have a less striking resemblance to Alexander and his father. So these may have been like a failed batch or...
I'm really, really, really glad Alex is busy. Because I think that these are like the first ones from, and I'm going to point at upstairs towards the library where those jars were. Like, these are clones. I don't like this place. I don't really like it at all.
I don't think we want to work with this wizard.
I kind of definitely don't. I want to take his things, though. I'm going to take all of his things. This is not nice. Not nice. This is my wand.
Could say you are profiting from his experimentations by saying that.
Yeah, well, you know what? For the greater good, right?
Okay, I'm gonna push open the other door in the room.
Oh,
Yeah.
you just... Okay.
Okay. So it is a... Oop, that's not the right tool. So it is a fairly large rectangular chamber. Inside is a lot of workstations. So this like there's a lot of different workstations scattered about this mansion, but this one appears to be like the main one. And also there's another like little arcane door, like, but there's also 3 more adamantine doors, but these ones are almost like barn door size, scattered throughout. Like there's one on the north, south, and west corner, and you just walked in from the east. But this one has like the most of the workstations and like nodes and just things and stuff. So yeah.
Can you, when you say workstation, how do you mean?
So there's desks, there's lab tables, there's like a myriad of different things for arcane study and implementation, right?
So many beakers.
Right.
So many
Beakers, like there's things of like chemicals, there's things of spell reagents. Um, you see there's like a few spare like arcane foci, like this is just basically a place that a skilled wizard or even maybe a bard, if they were skilled enough, could just like do magic, experiment in magic, learn new magic. Um, just a place to work for a magic user. And then again, the 3 north south, and then although you can see easily that the one on the west large door is actually open, and it appears to be an empty room on the other side, but who knows?
I'm going to look for any like personal notes, like
Okay,
stuff
so you go
that
in and investigate.
I'm going to join him.
Okay.
that he's writing about himself, less about his work.
Yeah. So
Tag along.
Ellen, are you like helping Era then? Is that what you meant by go along?
I don't know, I guess we'll start at opposite sides of the room.
Okay, so both of you make separate investigation checks, please. Okay. So there's a lot. Like, if you just spent a whole day, you could find this stuff. But just in the first go around, you find lots of personal notes. But a lot of it is just basically like a spell book, right? So it's like these are like, especially you two are both able to recognize like, oh, this is just like sections of spell book like taken out of the spell book, so it's more convenient. Like you're just finding like they're not spell scrolls, but they're basically a wizard could just like use them if it was their spell book.
Mm-hmm.
Like this would be useful to Anya, or
She could potentially put them into her spell book, but it's like whole pages. It's not a spell scroll, so. But she could probably transcribe it with the ink.
okay, so I guess I'm gonna collect what I can and maybe try and discover with whatever knowledge I know, or maybe take them to Anya and say, look, hey, we found some things that maybe spells you can have.
Yeah,
Oh!
so basically, these are pieces of spellbook that have been taken out for like convenience sake. Like,
Yeah.
they're not spell scrolls, so you can't use them like that, but you can, from them, transcribe them into your book if you want.
Okay.
So I'll say, Ellen, you find False Life and Ray of Sickness. And Era, you find Alter Self and Gentle Repose.
Oh, of course.
Okay, yeah, cool. That's great. I think
So
Gentle
you
Repose
have
is that the one that
those-
stops the corpses
Yeah.
decaying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a necromancy spell that stops bodies from decaying or being raised. But
This is a very necromantic
I'm starting to think we should burn
set
this
of
place as
spells.
well.
Maybe we shouldn't burn them because necromancy is not all bad. It could be used to help things.
I give you a deadpan stare as you say that.
Healing
So does
spells
Chatter,
are.
he also.
I look at both of them as like necromancy can be used to heal people when used in the correct hands.
Well, I
Yeah,
can heal
by
people,
stealing
I don't-
life from others, usually.
Necromancy takes life energy from other sources that isn't exactly nice.
So what you're saying is that you would rather die than somebody save your life with a necromancy spell?
Generally, yes.
Okay. Well, then I won't use them on you as I put the pages inside my bag.
Legit.
I don't write them in my spell book yet. I just put whatever is given to me, like, inside my bag, as of right now.
Chatter just sort of looks at Luminous and gives, like, a... well, shit kind of face.
Don't tell a wizard not to learn spells.
Oh, he will. Necromancy is an abomination to him.
I just look it back at Sharon and says that. I just shake my head.
So
Maybe we can discuss the finer arts of schools of magic over a rest. Should we all take a small rest and maybe investigate this area and calm
A
down?
rest wouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and check on Alex, if that's okay with you guys.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go check on Alex. What is up everyone else doing? Are you just gonna make sure this room is secure and not check the other two doors and just take a short rest in here, or?
Well, it says
Sounds about
during a
right.
short rest, you can. What is it? Where is it? Eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds. So I would like to spend an hour reading all the random things in this room.
Yeah. Well, you won't I'll read all of them, but you can read.
Yeah, sure. While I'm like resting. Or
You can
whatever.
skim.
Like I could, so I don't know if there's any like lore I can gather about this guy, or maybe information. I guess the main thing I'm going to aim for is information pertaining to maybe what's behind the doors.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the hit dice. They recover.
Yeah, I'm going to do that too.
Oh yeah, you can also basically, Anja, you go and see Alexander. Alexander's just like got 5 books just like spread around him. He's like flipping between him. He's writing notes and stuff. He just seems feverishly like trying to figure something out and just like poring over books.
While he's doing that, like, I'm gonna let him do that. I'm going to, like, sit down in front of him all, like, cross-legged and talk to him kind of, like, about what we're finding. I don't know if he's gonna respond or not.
He just is like, sure, yeah,
Like, that people are trying to clone you and your pappy.
Yeah,
and...
like, he just, like, the most you get out of it is like, oh yeah, I hate when that happens, but, like, not at the right time. Like, he's literally, like, he's zoned completely in. He doesn't seem to really be paying actual attention.
And during this short rest, can I attune to the wand, or... Okay, I'm gonna try and attune to this wand during the short rest.
The one you found,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, easy. You got it. It's
Okay.
now yours.
And once it's like I'm attuned to it, can I use it to identify what's going on with him?
If you want to cast Identify on Alex?
Yeah.
Okay. So Identify for a magical effect. I will say... Do you have the Identify spell to, like, give me the description of?
Yeah, let's find it
Yeah.
real quick. Or, I know, do you have it, Adam? Like, do you already have Identify? If you just want to link it.
I've got rid of it,
Okay.
but I put the description in there.
Ah, thank you. This is object.
You learn whether any spells are affecting the...
Wait, there's another bit. Hang on.
Yeah.
It's about people. If you touch people.
Perfect.
Okay.
You learn what spells, if any. So, you learn that there's no spell affecting Alex. However, I will say you definitely do feel some sort of influence on his mind. And it just like, you just feel basically, you don't know what it is, you don't know where it's coming from, but you just feel this like magical urge for knowledge, and like, but not just any knowledge, just like something, like some effect is like moving him towards a goal.
Okay. So something is, he's under some sort of influence.
Yeah.
Um,
He's not necessarily like charmed.
yeah, so he's not charged, but he's...
Pushed in a certain direction.
Okay, Can I search my knowledge with Arcana check to see
Yeah, it's gonna be a high DC, but go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Because this is...
Yeah, no.
You could... Yeah, no. You've never heard of something like this before.
Cool. I'm also restoring 2 level 1 spell slots with that short rest.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, and also you get your short rest stuff, so Luminos, you get your Channel Divinity back. Era, I think you get all your stuff back, right? You get your arrows back on short rest too. Yep, and your Axe and Surge, and you didn't use Second Wind. And then Chatter, you get your, I believe you get your totem back, your little spirit animal, and you get your Wild Shape back.
I get spell slots and Blade Song back.
Wow, is our whole party good at short rest except me?
Pretty much. You will be in another level. In another level, you'd be good at short rest.
Do I get my
Inspiration
inspiration back then? Okay, that's really good.
But not yet, not yet. All right, so yes, you have short rested. All the.
Did I find any information?
Right. So also, yeah. So what is everyone else doing during the short rest? Are you just chilling, or what else is going on for the other three in the library?
So I cut off one of the legs of one of the tables and start whittling a bear.
Okay, sounds good. Luminos, are you just like resting?
Well, I have no interest in any of these books, so
That's
just
fine.
I healed up and just do what the usual, lumbering guy does in a room full of books. Just
Yeah, no worries. And Chatter, are you just also resting?
I'm just making a mess.
Chatter is going to just sort of sit and meditate on all that's transpired and be very happy that the blood has been prestidigitated off of him, because of all the things he doesn't mind having on himself and his poncho, blood is not one.
Perfect. All right. You also, although I will note, Kiki's slime does not come off with prestidigitation.
Oh, he doesn't mind Kiki.
No, but I know some people do mind, and that's a note because that is something.
Oh, okay.
So
Why?
magic. That's why. Ellen, why don't you just roll me a straight d20, just to see what kind of books you find in your short rest? Just because there's just a slight element of luck in terms of what you may find. So I'll say you don't find anything pertaining to what's inside the chambers. You do find a bit more information about the clones, I'll say basically you find like one journal about like the clones that you found, and like that gathers your interest so much that you forget about finding what's in the other rooms. So basically you gather that the two you found chained up were basically a clone that was suffused but not that well, but also a bit too well with the Minotaur, but also with this person who could already cast some spells, and the other one was suffused with Yuan-Ti Abomination. And basically that didn't go great. It went too far in the direction of the monstrous creatures and not the person, and so they kind of lost all reason and even would refuse to talk to anyone and just were violent creatures. And then this is like a very detailed log, like how they did that and like the exact side effects. Like it had, you see, it's extremely meticulous. Like all the documents written by the Benbound, Mr. Benbound, are exceptionally meticulous. Like, yes.
Is there anything that like, do I learn his name or their name or do I learn anything about the wizard?
Sign his own journals.
Is there like, there's nothing like a journal that says who it belongs to or anything? I guess I wouldn't expect that because it's his place and his stuff.
No, yeah,
I'm guessing if it's a he.
Like adamantine sealed
Sure.
chamber doesn't like sign his own name.
All right.
I mean, it's something Benbound. Although I think I did say that most people just called him like Benbound the Magnificent, to like the people, because he also, from the briefing you got, like he would also just like do nice wizard stuff for the local people. Like he could remove curses and like just help people with problems. Like he also just did that kind of stuff. But so yeah, you get like an extremely detailed process of like the transformation and all that. Basically, because also I will say the last little bit you managed to glean is that basically the clones are not able to sustain themselves outside of the vat because they have no soul, they have no life essence, and basically they transferred in the life essence of a Minotaur and of a Yuan-Ti abomination, and that made them able to sustain themselves outside of the jar.
So, are they still clones of, like, is there anything that, are they still clones of Anya's relative, or is it just, and then they were merged
that was
with
the
these
base,
creatures?
and
Right.
a Minotaur
Okay.
was basically shoved into that to give it life outside of the jar. Yeah.
I wonder what's in door number 2.
There's 2 doors. There's one to the north, one to the south. But you tell me what you're up to.
So does Anya come back, like, after
Oh yeah, I assumed
meeting
after
with
the
Alex?
short rest.
Yeah, after the short rest, she's gonna come back looking a little dejected, that she couldn't help him, but at the same time is confident that he's safe, because even though he was, because she recalls from, like, last time, he did fight if he had to, like, he didn't choose breathing over dying, so, kind of thing, so at least that, but she's looking a little dejected here.
Well, noticeably, like, I feel like if we see that there's something wrong with her, well, okay, like, I shouldn't speak for her. I guess, would Ellen notice?
I don't think Anja's that great at hiding.
She's not bad at it, but she's not trying to hide her emotions at all. Like,
Yeah,
I guess
like it's pretty obvious.
yeah.
I guess, though, in a realistic sense, like, we've seen the decline of Anya's excitement in this place, and how we know that she doesn't like it, so I guess it's not out of the ordinary for that to be happening, and we kind of want to get out of here as quickly as possible. Okay. Which doors should we try, guys?
So, before we go through any doors, Era's going to give the bear he whittled to Chatter.
You have a nice little.
I made you a memento for the fight we had.
So Chatter takes the bear and looks at Aaron, looks back at the bear, and you just see, like, tears in his eyes. And he has this big smile, and he hugs Era and says, This is the nicest thing that anybody has ever given me, and I love it so much, and I am going to keep it forever. And he's actually going to, next time we have a rest, he's going to, I don't know if I have to do a rest to do this. He did have a rabbit's foot as his focus, but he's going to change his focus to the bear.
No, I'll say you can just do it now.
Okay, yeah, he's going to change his arcane focus to the little hand-carved bear.
That's awesome. I will say, though, one correction. It was a group hug, because Kiki gets in on that.
He's always welcome.
But yeah.
It's very strange being in a hug with myself.
Yeah.
Kiki's just always present.
Although, I will say Kiki is an unnaturally good hugger.
It's almost as though she was made for hugging.
Oh my god. Do you love me, Kiki?
Yeah!
It's only a matter of time.
Don't inherit what it's part of, so, like, is Era secretly really good at hugging?
I'm not secretly really good at hugging.
No secret.
I'm just shaking my head. Was you all just, like, getting lovey-dovey with the slime?
Roll, Luminos, roll me a stealth check.
No.
Wow.
Oh no!
He's defying the DM.
Why would I stealth? I'm wearing chainmail.
I mean, you can refuse to roll it. If you don't want to roll it, you don't have to roll it.
I'm not gonna be doing a stealth roll because I'm not being stealthy.
Okay, then you automatically fail, and Kiki notices you talking and looking a little dejected, and comes and hugs you.
No. No. I will smash you.
Chatter looks sad as Kiki leaves.
You were being hugged.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! I'm smashing him. Shield smash to the face.
Yeah?
Oh, no,
Careful.
Kiki.
I'm not being hugged by a slime.
All right.
Kiki, you should really ask for someone's consent before you touch them, okay? That's how this works. It's 2019.
No, it's
18.
1919.
18,
No, it's 1019.
16, 14, 13.
That's how this works. It's current
He's
year.
looking at his fingers. I have skill.
Well, make a shield bash roll, please.
I guess that'll be an improv, wouldn't it?
Do you have shield master feat?
Yeah, I do.
Then yeah, it's just a normal attack roll, I think, for you. I'll say it is at least. Okay, yeah. You managed to like beat Kiki away. I'm gonna make a perception check.
Aw.
Kiki sees only you need hugs right now, Luminos, and is going to like fly up to your back and try and hug you,
Like a jetpack.
yeah.
I'm
It can be a contested
I'm
athletics.
slamming shields at him.
It'll be a contested athletics check, I think, here. At this point. So, Kiki did not do great. Yeah, you just like fending off this slime version of your companion here. Oh yeah, Kiki is like this. Just go like commence the Yaki Zacks, because this is just like Kiki can't, but Kiki for the next like 10 minutes is just trying to hug you, Luminos.
Yeah, and all he's getting is shield in face.
Yeah, and eventually you basically smack him like to the point where he sees Anja, and Anja looks like she needs a hug, so Kiki comes in.
I'm gonna point the wand and I'll be like, you have to ask first.
I wanna hug you.
No.
I wanna hug you.
No. That's not how it works.
I wanna hug you.
These are very expensive clothes.
I really wanna hug you.
Listen, I'll tell you what. When we're done with this, and I can change into my pajamas, I'll let you hug me, okay?
And just goes back to Chatter, because he knows Chatter is a safe word of hugging call.
just pointing things. Like,
Hold Kiki like a child.
Yeah.
listen, Lolita clothing is not cheap and is all custom made. Like,
Yeah. And you know that this stuff doesn't come out with prestidigitation.
yes.
All right.
I'm not tarnishing my armor for anything. Thank you very much.
One yet.
Just give it like a nod to like Luminous. Just she feels you, fam. Like,
You're destroying those spells, right?
I'm going. Not all of these. It's just only one of them that's a necromancy spell.
So,
And with that, I go check the door.
north or south?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe.
Oh, catching tigers! Be nice!
I let it go. Did you? Listen to what I said at the end. I let it
But
go.
you checked his toe bean.
It
You
might
can't
have a
tell me you don't
permanently
want to touch his
injured
toe. You can't tell me you don't want to touch their toe beans.
I want to touch them, yes, but not catch
Exactly. And I'm letting go.
Okay. Chatter lets Luminous choose the door without any more interruptions.
Which one are we choosing?
So I attempt the door to the north.
All right.
Is winter coming?
Opens up the same way the other one did, with it going down into, but this time it's a double door, and you see what seems to be a panic room. So you see it's got a bunch of different abjuration runes written all over it. You see a bed and like food, like magically preserved food. It's just like a panic room, and you do see there's a desk with some more books and stuff on it, but no one's.
I found his bedroom, I guess.
Are there any weapons?
There are no weapons. There are what appears to be some like items and stuff scattered about, but there's no weapons.
I'm gonna go look at the books.
Yeah.
Same.
A lot of more necromancy and on cloning and stuff, but also some like personal journals and just general stuff for how the mansion was made. So if you take time, you can read those and you'll learn more about that stuff.
Yes, I'd very much like to read through the personal journals.
Yeah.
Yes.
So are we gonna take time to read through stuff now?
Yeah, I'll take time to read through his diary.
Perfect. All right.
And as Dean
so-
does that, I'll just head towards the south door then.
All right.
Chatter will go with Luminous because he feels bad that Luminous was by himself last time.
Oh, I'm
Hey,
fine
it
now.
was
I'm fine
split
now.
up
It's just
that way.
it was just all that teleporting. Whoosh.
If Ava's reading the book, I will also go with Chatter and Lumi.
So yeah. So right now it's Chatter, Kiki, obviously, and Luminos and Alind going down, right? And then are the rest of you staying to read?
I'm definitely very interested in learning as much as possible. So if there is a personal journal, Anja is gonna look over it with Era.
Okay, no worries. So yeah, you two begin reading the personal log of Gregarious Nendaren Benbound the Magnificent, first of his name.
Gregarious? Is that his actual name?
Gregarious. Gregarious. It's a gnomish name.
Oh, it's a gnome wizard.
Sounds like he has a stick up his ass.
Gregarious Nendaren Benbound.
I mean, I would just like to say, because it's a gnome, like, I hope it's not a very big stick, because it would just go out one end and out the other at that point.
And as you say that, you push on the second one. And you see a different chamber than the rest. It's a kind of semicircle or half circle chamber with the flat end being the door you just opened. And you see 4 more smaller doors. These ones just made of stone. And like a little control panel, it looks like, with just like mainly just there's 4 smaller buttons and then 1 larger button on it, with like little arcane glyphs on them.
Who can read glyphs?
Can I try and recognize what they are? What they do?
They are just open close.
Okay.
They open close.
Are
Basically.
there any openings or anything on these stone doors?
No, they just appear to be like stone slabs.
I'm gonna hit one button.
Okay. Which one? There's 4 smaller ones and 1 large one.
One of the smaller ones, I'm gonna like. If they're arranged in an order similar to the doors, I'm gonna hit one of the ones that's furthest away from the one that I would logically feel was furthest away from us.
Okay. Well, so here basically there's one at like southeast, southwest, and then west and east. So and then the buttons
Yeah,
are
so whatever's
central
west
and
and east, I guess. Yeah.
west and east. So which one? West.
Or
or
just
east?
one. West.
Okay, so you hit that, and you see a like purplish field get dismissed from the from that door. Right, it's still closed, but you see like a magical field like dissipates on it.
Lumi, you want to just you do your thing and check that door?
I don't like the fact that there was a shield on that door.
Well, we've got to
Well,
we
that
have to
means
invest.
you can use it.
We've got to fully investigate everything, right? Surely you agree. That
If
means-
there's another half-breed behind there, you're gonna slam that door. You're gonna push that button, and slam the door, right?
Absolutely.
You better.
Is it 7 feet tall, Rob?
No, they
Okay.
all appear. They're all pretty much just human sized.
So
I put my finger. I ready in action to press the button.
Human sized door. Okay.
All right. I get a sword and shield ready. Like, ooh, anything that comes
Oh.
charging out the door, I'll stab.
Can I'm gonna cast guidance on
Yeah.
Luminous.
Make an athletics check, Lumi. No. I mean, here's the thing. It's a stone slab. Like, it's distinct enough from the rest of the wall that it's pretty clearly a door, but there's no hinge, there's no anything. It's just a slab.
Hmm.
Anna, you want to help him?
Yeah, so Chatter will so he did cast guidance on Luminous. So you can add a D4 to a roll.
Right.
You like. He's going to just try and heave it with all his might. He does have his powerful build.
Yeah.
Is that athletics or strength?
Athletics.
Cool. And do I get advantage for my powerful build?
I mean, if Lumi helps you, you'll get advantage, but
Okay.
not from just having powerful build, I'll say.
Okay.
All right, that's insane. But as I'm helping him, I'm wary of what's gonna happen coming out the door. I'm like, I've got one. I'm helping with one hand with the shield ready for the other.
Yeah.
I'm not getting pummeled again.
Ellen, why don't you roll me an Arcana check as they're just like shoving and pulling and pushing and trying to do something with this door? Yeah, you
16.
think it might be magically sealed shut at this point. Like, it might be arcane locked to itself, but it doesn't even have a lock to it.
All right. If you two can't move it, it's definitely magically sealed. Shall I hit the big button?
And Shadow just sort of smiles. Yeah, hit the big button.
That's one for yes.
Push the button to it.
Just push it.
All right. I push the big one.
Okay, so all four of the doors open. However, all the ones that you didn't push the little buttons of, there's now a visible like purple barrier of like arcane force. Now, there's four different creatures, one in each different thing. So, the one to the east that's still barrier, you see a reanimated corpse with a lion's head on instead of a human one, like stitched and melded into the form. In the one next on the clock, like going clockwise, you see a person with a ram's head, like melded forward. In the next one, that's the last one that's sealed, you see a lion's like a centaur, but instead of a horse, it's a lion body, and instead of like a person, it's a like zombie-ish reanimated form. And in the one that you opened, just like the other two, you see a man figure with a dragon-ish head, like a draconic head melded into the form. Let's all roll initiative, please.
I fucking hate this wizard.
Can I use my ready action to hit the small button?
Yeah, on your
Great.
initiative roll.
Just checking I'm still doing that.
Yeah. So
Oh wait, I forgot to select my character. Crap.
here, wait. I can just add a turn and then you can modify it. So here, oop, you should be able to change your initiative now. So what'd they get? Did they do well? They did better than Elend. So, Chatter, what are you gonna do? There's a weird thing in the little like it, and you see they're just like 15 by 15 holding chambers, essentially.
It's one.
Yeah. So
Does it seem hostile?
it hasn't gotten a chance to act yet, but it like turns quickly to this new source of noise and such.
Heck. All right. So first thing first, Chatter is going to sort of brandish his hand and hold that bear totem in his hand, and he's going to call upon the spirits of nature and summon a hawk spirit.
Okay.
It sort of unfurls its wings from behind him and just into the sky. And so that's his bonus action. He's going to sorry, that was my dog. He's going to keep his concentration on that guidance for Luminous, and he is going to. That's all he's gonna do for now.
Perfect. Yeah. So the Hawk Spirit gives, if I remember correctly, everyone advantage on perception, right?
Yes.
And what's the other benefit?
The other benefit is everyone has, like you said, advantage on perception checks, and as my reaction, I can use my reaction to grant advantage to an attack roll.
Perfect.
something
Nice. All right. So Luminos.
I stand next to Chatter. So shield raised. So I'm gonna ready attack if he comes to if he approaches us.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
but, I'm gonna shout at him saying, "Friend or foe?"
Cool. In response, it like kind of stumbles out of the chamber and breathes some fire out of its mouth. So I need Chatter, Luminos, and Kiki. Ellen, you're just kind of out of it because of how cones kind of work. So dex saves, please. You want to roll for?
Yep.
Thanks.
Right. I get a +2 because I have a shield.
So that doesn't roll me damage.
So that's a 19.
All right. Perfect. And so because of your feat, you'll actually be able to take no damage then because of Shield Master if you use your reaction. If I remember correctly.
Reaction, yes. I take no damage.
So nice. So we got a 17, an 18, a 17. Yeah. So Luminos takes no damage, but Chatter and Kiki both take 15 points of fire damage as this gout of flame extends from this dragonish creature.
How much damage?
15.
If you save, cool.
Yeah, which
Cool,
you
cool,
both
cool.
did. Yeah.
All right. So.
Yeah. And it just kind of like hisses in strange.
Chatter goes. Chatter goes. I don't think it's a friend.
And yes, 15 was half. Ellen.
What? What?
Well, you see, I got a lot of shit for not making a hard enough encounter.
Okay. Okay.
This is,
This hard,
wait,
and then
wait.
it's
So
just
I have a question. So
level hard.
the other three don't act at all?
they attempt to, but you see them all kind of approach the doorway, and they kind of hit against this barrier and can't.
Okay, and that creature's still inside the room?
No, that creature left the room and just, so it's outside of its little cubby hole now.
Did he approach me though?
I thought you said it stayed still.
No, it
No,
basically
okay.
walked through the like threshold of it and is now standing next to Chatter and Numinos and ostensibly Kiki.
Will you allow us to talk freely, like in
Oh,
combat,
yeah, of course.
slightly?
Yeah, you've always.
Someone else, can you get it back in the room?
I can if I can use my withheld action.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and do your held action.
Right, so I'm gonna strike him with my sword.
Okay. 14 will hit. Yep.
Right, so because I'm hitting with my shield master, actually no. Actually, I can. It's a bonus action, not a reaction. It's a bonus action. I use his shield bash to hit him 5 feet back.
The thing is, you held your action, so you can't also do your bonus action on a held action. So you have to wait on your turn.
Yes.
But you do get to hit the guy. So
Yeah,
if you
of
want,
course.
you can roll damage.
Yeah, my bad.
No worries.
I forgot. 6.
Nice. All right. So slash into this thing.
I'll put him back in a second.
To him.
So I know this is just out of combat. He acts before the creature.
Yeah,
so can
he-
I delay pushing the button?
You can hold your action to push the button.
Okay, and that's going to take my whole action, right?
We'll say. I mean, if you hold it, yeah.
Can I use
you
a
can only
bonus
hold
and then
Yeah, you
I
can
can't
use your bonus and then hold your
and
action.
then delay it? Okay. I will. What can I do as a bonus?
You can inspire. You can healing word.
Yeah, I will inspire. You just have to hit him with a hit roll, do you, to push him?
It's like a opposed.
Me? Is that right? Ash?
Hmm?
Do you just have to roll to hit him to push him? Is that what you've got to do?
As long as I roll to an attack, whether I hit or miss, I can still shield bash. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm pretty
so
sure
even if you
it's
miss?
opposed back to push.
Is it? Okay, I will give you an inspiration
Or
dice.
or an attack roll. I can't
Yeah.
remember.
All right, so I'll just get it back in the room, Louis, and I give you the dice, and then I will hold to push the button when you push him inside the room.
Sounds good. All right. So Anja.
Oh, I'm also going to scream for help because the other guy's
Okay. Well, Anja, why don't you
The
make a
wailing,
perception
screaming
check?
of fire didn't do enough.
As Anja and Era are looking over this journal and some other books, she's gonna make that perception from the other room. Boop. 14.
Yeah, you hear help.
Look up. I'm looking at Era. Think we better go see what's going on.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll be right behind you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say you basically will take your turn to get into the little room to, unless you have something that increases your speed.
It takes me. I would like to get to. Yeah, sure. It's fine.
You can get, like, into the
I'll
doorway.
dash. I'll
Right.
dash to the doorway.
Sounds good. Yeah,
Mhm.
you're there. Perfect.
Dash is an action, so I
Yeah,
will
like-
bonus action to activate my blade song.
Sounds good. You are blade songed.
Yep.
You're
Era,
singing with blades. I'm going to follow Anja into the room.
so
If I resumed out more, I could do that in one motion.
get in there. Nice. All right. So Chatter.
Yes. So I am going to let's see here. Has Luminous, you haven't used your guidance yet, right?
Not yet, no.
Okay, cool.
Guidance lasts 1 round. So
Okay, so that's
after-
gone now.
you do it again, he'll get it on any ability check.
All right, so he is going to he's not going to do that.
Okay.
Instead, he is going to he's going to attack it. He's going to take his quarter oh wait. Do I have to use a weapon or can I just like push it, like shove it?
If you want, you can try and shove it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So he's going to just sort of bulk up, like make himself look big, and he's going to try to like push it in its chest and try to like shove it back into the room
Yeah.
with his big self. So is that athletics?
Yes, it's strength athletic. It's going to be an opposed strength athletics.
Cool.
So.
Ooh!
Whoa! Yeah, it got an 8, so you managed to push it. You get to push it 5 feet back, and it stumbles back into the room.
This
if
is
you'd like
back into your pen,
action.
kitty.
Ellen.
I pushed the button.
Which one?
The same one I pushed to open the force field the first time.
Okay, and you see another purple barrier force come up in front of the creature. So, I think we'll hold on to the initiative. Like we'll hold on to the initiative rolls, but right now we're out of initiative.
All right, your hero strikes again. It's okay.
Ha!
Shatter saved us, and Luminous, brave souls.
I'm just like it taunting the thing and then ha! Take that, you bugger.
Why'd you decide to let him out?
I'm an inquisitive sort.
We were trying to figure out what's behind these doors. First, we didn't know what was in there.
Do we need to remove these abominations?
I think that would be the best thing to do. I mean,
Well,
what
since
if
I
somebody
think
less
one-
capable comes by and gets killed?
Well, yeah, that's true, but also the fact they're all undead, so I'm pretty sure they're not going to starve to death. So,
This is true.
Chatter chuckles.
Does the force field work in both directions?
You can try. You shoot an arrow, and yeah, it does not seem to. It just shatters on the barrier.
Well, that would have been really useful, but
So this gives us a chance to maybe, I don't know, like position ourselves better. Be ready for it this time,
We
maybe.
back up into the larger room.
Mhm.
Someone still has to push. Oh wait, mage hand. I can push the button.
how about now that we are not in fighting, how about we just heal up that little fire wound you two just got?
That would be good. And he looks at his poncho; it's kind of scorched.
Oh
What if we
no.
destroy
it's
the
okay.
buttons.
A good thing Turton are made of. It's made of wool. Doesn't burn that well.
It's very comfy.
Do you guys just want to set the whole room on fire?
That seems like a better solution than killing these guys.
I mean, that sounds amazing. Can we do that?
I mean, does anybody have a lighter or a match? Like, we could just start. I mean, I have grease, and I technically do have the material components for grease, even though I don't need them. So we can just take this stick of butter and set it on fire.
I thought yours wasn't flammable because you were using butter, not the other sort, oil.
Oh, well, the thing is that, like, I have this, and I hold up, like, my brace, and as long as I have this, I don't have to use the butter, but, you know, all means of fat are capable of catching fire.
I mean, once butter lights, it is a reasonably effective fuel source. It just
Yeah,
has a very
it's
high
technically
fat
just fat. I don't know if you've ever seen a body burn before, but fat is quite. That's also the very huge problem, because if we set this on fire, it might take the whole place down if we use butter.
Well, good thing the entire place is made of stone, so I don't think we have to worry about that.
I mean,
Though I think we may have to worry about smoke.
yeah, it's probably not a good idea to catch everything on fire.
Well, that's just a good thing we had a chance to talk about it.
Exactly, and it's just very important to talk about things before making hasty decisions like destroying
I
necromancy
just stare at
spells.
Chatter and saying, shouldn't you be given
He
like
frowns.
guidance on being careful about fire safety in forests?
What? Not Smokey the Bear.
I mean,
He's not so. God damn it!
I mean,
Chatter-
Literally the hardest part of this.
Fire is tricky because it depends on where you are, and you have to be very mindful of all the different sorts of circumstances and your environmental stimuli, and that all can affect your fire and burning
Ellen
quality.
is taking notes now on fire safety.
Remember,
Oh.
always stamp out and put water on your embers.
I did also read that forest fires are also natural and part of the whole like process of
It's
germinating.
They
a
are.
natural ecosystem.
Meanwhile, while this is going on, there's like four creatures like clawing at these barriers. Just
The
trying.
barriers seem to be hurting them as they're trying to claw at them.
No, it's just a harmless.
You know, after we strip this place clean of this wizard's house, we could just set the whole thing on fire.
I just look at the dragon guy and say, go on, use your fire breath now. Yeah, little
Don't
brat.
taunt him. Poor thing, he didn't choose to be in this world.
Yeah, you might use the flame breath. It might reflect back on him. Do us a favor.
There's no reason to kill these creatures.
Well, they're undead, so I kind of have a reason to kill them.
I mean, their existence is just suffering at this point, but we don't have to kill them.
As we also said, if someone just wandered in here and unleashed them, they may get killed. So we're defending people in the future.
This Wizard's Tower is near like a mansion. It's near like a little village, isn't it, Rob?
Oh
Like,
yeah, it's on the outskirts.
Help out.
Like there's
Yeah.
rural communities.
Luminos speaks the truth. We wouldn't want these abominations to be set free on the locals that this wizard helped once. So,
This place has been abandoned for months and has had, as of
and
yet,
how
no
easy was it for us to get in?
Very difficult. Points at
Well-
Lake Wound. Points at other
well-
wounds.
Well, the door is pushed
He's
down.
almost on
We went
fire.
into other rooms. If they didn't go to all those other rooms and just went straight here, because the way even dice and cards, random statistically, they could end up here without going to all the other rooms. Hell, you can get here without even going through a portal.
You can, that's true.
You can.
Especially now that we've unlocked all the doors and smashed them down.
And that.
And the front door is knocked down too.
Well, actually, no, we didn't. We didn't knock it down.
Yes, we did.
We only I only just happened to bash it open. I didn't knock it down.
Tomato, potato.
Oh, you bashed down a different door. I remember.
But many doors have been
Yeah,
bashed.
that was
I
a
think
different door, but that
it's
wasn't
our
the main door.
It's our responsibility now, I feel like, to deal with the issue at hand.
Also, we're undead, and I kind of have a need to kind of kill it.
Me too. Well, eradicate it from the surface of the planet.
Well, either way, we should kill them one at a time then.
seems to be wise.
I recommend doing the fire guy first because he hurts.
You can't have much of that flame, right? He's not an actual dragon.
Well, he has a dragon head on, and he breathes fire.
It hurt a little bit. Yeah. And we even didn't catch the brunt of it. We were able to dodge it pretty well, but still, it was pretty ouchy.
Rob, why is one of those like particularly larger than the other four?
That's the centaur-looking one.
Is that like a large creature?
It's like a whole lion. Yeah, like a whole lion.
My character know how tough these things appear and whether we'd be able to like kill them reasonably effectively.
People who want to look at them, make an Arcana check to try and get a beat on them.
I got you, fam. I'm just always interested in learning new things.
Yeah.
Chatter has no idea, so I'm not gonna try and make a check.
I think what helps you. So for the 3 like people with weird heads on, like this one sword mark, like looks to have taken a good amount of hit points. Like they don't look like they're much scarier than like a normal zombie would be. They just have weird heads on them. But in terms of the weird centaur one, it's a little harder to tell. But I mean, yeah. But basically, these ones you gather have pretty much, they're just zombies, but with weird heads on.
Okay, so
They're
that's
just zombies with weird heads on them?
Yeah, basically.
And somehow still managed to breathe out fire.
Right. And a lion head and a ram head.
So the one that can breathe out fire, is that one considered a large creature?
No.
It's not?
The 3... So there's the centaur one that has the entire lion's body and like the upper half of a zombie torso. That's the large creature. That one's like not just a zombie. The other ones are just like a person. One has a draconic head, one has a ram's head, one has a lion's head. They're just like a zombie with extra...
With extra parts.
Yeah, they're just a zombie with like little extra bits.
Okay. I don't
I think
know.
out of character we agree that we want to kill these, do we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me see something.
Should we back into the room maybe and try and lure them in one at a time?
Well, no, because someone needs to use the panel.
You can
I
just
think-
open the doors one at a time.
I
think
have
not.
something I can help with the panel.
What are you suggesting?
I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Oh, right.
I'm just gonna be like, look!
Essentially, what I'm hearing is that there's gonna be like an ambush. So basically, you all will get one round of doing whatever to each creature, and then we'll see if it gets to respond.
I will,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna have to be using, like, my action to do Mage Hand, so...
Right.
Uh,
So it's the 4 of you
Yeah.
will all get one shot, and then if it's still up, it'll get to retaliate. But
Do
Yeah.
not throw away your shot.
we'll kind of abstract this. So basically, what's the like plan? So
So, I guess, like, on a technical stage, like, what we can say is that everyone is holding their action until
Right, exactly.
Anja does the... And then we could go in the initiative order.
right.
Yeah.
So which one are we letting out first? I guess.
Hang on, before we do anything, I think I might want to put bless on us all, just to guarantee.
Okay. So you can bless 3 people. Who do you want to bless?
So I'll do.
Don't me. Don't bless me because I'm basically like out of stuff.
Shatter, Era,
And yourself. I guess.
and myself
There you
because
go.
one's using hand and the other one doesn't want it.
Sounds good. So you 3 are blessed. So, first Chatter would be the first one to react. Wait. So which one are we setting out first? Is it the dragon one we're setting out first?
Yeah.
I think so because it's injured. So
Yeah.
is. So Chatter, what do you do to the dragon head as it comes around the corner?
So as it comes around the corner, my spells are loading. I still have my hawk. I believe it stays for an hour.
Yeah. No worries.
As it comes around the corner, he is going to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So it needs to make a dexterity
Yeah,
save.
it's not very dexterous, so. Got a 0.
Yay! So that does not
Minus
15.
2. So,
So that those green ethereal fireflies sort of fly over and just stick to it.
so then Luminos, you have advantage.
Great.
And also, no, Fairy Fire would only hit the one because this is let it out into the main chamber. So, but Luminos, you get advantage on your attack here.
Right. I'm gonna two-hand my sword while doing
Sounds
this
good.
attack.
All right.
All right. Okay, let's do it. Okay, swing.
That'll hit.
The 17 lit anyway, wasn't it? Right.
Yeah. I mean, the 16 would also hit.
So it just saves me having to bother doing the plus 1d4.
No worries.
It's a d6.
Either way, I'm still hit.
So 7 points.
Yeah,
of
you still got
damage.
that for like 10 more minutes, I'd say. Well, maybe 9 more
Okay.
minutes.
All right. Is that all for Luminos?
Excuse me.
Like,
yeah.
are you gonna smite or anything? Nope.
No, I'm gonna hold that for the centaur.
So Andre, you did your thing. Era.
Okay. He gets the arrow.
Yep. And sharpshooter or no?
Yeah, I was sharpshooter.
Okay, go ahead.
Given I have advantage and I'm blessed.
15 still hits, so damage.
So that's 19.
19 damage. All right, so that's going to be... it's probably not going to make it, but it technically gets a Constitution saving throw of DC 23. So a natural 20 and it stays alive. Nope, it is destroyed as you fire your arrow into it.
One
All right.
down.
So, and then which one do you want? Are we sending out now? So we'll just do this, and if they survive, we'll get back into the initiative order. But
Mhm.
I
which
feel
one
like
are
we just do the small ones and then the big one. So
What god did you have to go down on to get a bow that good? What the hell did you do?
Mad skills, my dude.
Well, that is so scary. Yo.
oh, holiest of maddest skills.
I know what
Please
I'm clipping
listening.
after this episode.
Are we all getting another action before we release the next one?
Oh yeah, I mean you guys can take as much downtime
Okay.
as you want between releasing them.
So, he
Well, not
is
too
go-
much. We only got less than a minute for my bless.
No, it's only going to be a bonus action.
Okay.
Since my fairy fire is no longer a thing.
Mhm.
So he's going to use another 3rd level spell slot and cast Healing Spirit.
Okay, nice.
That's a bonus action.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I believe you're all healed right now. Oh no, you guys have taken some damage. So who are you going to put it on?
I'll summon it right next to Luminous.
so
So
Luminous will
whenever,
1d6.
if he starts his turn there, he gets a d6 of healing.
Yeah, so why don't you just roll that right now
Okay.
for him? Perfect.
Hey.
So you heal 6.
That's great. I'm full. I was still at full health.
It looks like a big. Oh, you are?
Oh, I thought you had taken.
Didn't you get hit by fire?
Yeah. Oh no,
No.
he dodged out of it. So actually, you'll probably want to do that for like Era, because.
Oh, then I'll do that for Era then.
Wait, who got?
I'm
hit?
down 3.
Okay, so there you go. So you're back up to full. All right.
Well,
So now
I'll put it like right in the middle. I'll put it right in Era's space, so Era is healed up to full.
Yeah. All right.
um,
So
Yeah.
Thanks,
It's
Chatter.
a giant squirrel.
nice. So what are we releasing now? There's the ram, there's the lion, and then there's the big centaur.
We'll do the centaur last, I think.
All right. So ram or lion head.
A ram.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm
So-
gonna push the button for the ram.
Yep. So Chatter, what are you doing to it?
Slamming down my sword.
No, Chatter's before
Yeah,
you.
Chatters first.
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
So Chatter, you have an action. What do you want to do?
Let's see. And it is the one that's.
This has the ram's head. It's just the
Top.
person size.
Oh, okay. Is
You-
that the one that's to the top right or the one that's the bottom right?
It's this top right one. But you guys have let it out, like let it out to the bigger chamber, so you have as much
Right.
as you want.
Okay. So he's going to just ready an action if it comes within. He's actually going to move here. If it comes
So
in his range.
basically, this is we're abstracting this, so you just have your action, like you've readied it,
Oh.
and you're gonna hit.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
Then
if you want to make an attack, just
All right.
roll it.
All right. Cool. So he's just going to sling his sling at it. He's
Yeah,
going to take a
yeah,
stone and his sling and just. Pew!
Yep.
Um,
So I think realistically, you guys.
all
are
right. It's a 19.
more- Yeah, that definitely hits a zombie.
So that's 3 damage that it takes as it clonks a rock off of its head.
Yeah, perfect. So now Luminous, it's you. So realistically, like you're probably more like this as you and it's like you're letting it like come out of the room, so you have room to
Right.
do.
Okay.
Wow.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
Um,
You have a luck point if you'd like, I believe.
Actually-
Oh, I'm gonna use my. Can I use my reaction on this?
is that double fumble?
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
You can't you can't make that better. It's an automatic miss.
Yeah, Ashley, do you have a luck point if you want to reroll?
Got double ones.
You do have a luck
Yeah, I will just in case.
point. Yeah, why don't you just roll a different die here? Wow. We've had a double fumble and a double crit. This is a cool episode, you guys. All right,
What's
that'll hit.
happening?
Even without bless, that'll hit.
Great.
My gosh. All right. 7 points of damage. All right.
I'm rolling low. Jeez.
Yeah, you really are. This is like for you. This is not much. So, Ellen.
Guess I stab it with my rapier.
All right. Nice hits, easy.
10.
Nice. How much does it have left? All right, so it's still going. It's just barely. And then Era, bring us home.
He gets the arrow.
Yeah. So now you didn't say. Is it
This is not with sharpshooter. If I
Okay.
don't say it, but
okay? So 11 will hit because it's a zombie. So
oh, it's 12 technically.
12. Why is it 12?
It's got bless. It's got
Oh,
bless.
bless. Right. Oh, right. So
That
6
does
points of
all
damage.
6 damage.
So it's going to make its con save. And it fails. So it is taken down. No casualties. All right.
Another one bites dust.
Yeah. So then,
That one turns to dust.
if it ain't broke, let's not fix it. So let's just chatter. You get your attack on the next one, the next demon-sized one.
Lion.
Right.
Yeah, the lion one.
Boop.
Okay.
So Chatter once again gets a rock ready in his sling and just slings the rock at it. That's an 11 to hit.
11 hits.
Cool. Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, I mean it's a zombie. It's not fast or
And
dexterous.
it's 2 damage.
Do you have a dex modifier?
I do not.
Okay, so yeah.
I'm waiting to take Magic Stone as a cantrip. I don't
Ooh,
have it yet.
Yes, we love it. All right, Luminos.
Okay. Have a stab.
12 hits. I mean, you're blessed as well, but 12 hits.
What a great use of bless.
It might become more relevant with the other one.
There we go. That's a little bit more wet.
Nice. Nah, that's the kind of damage we're expecting out of you. All right, Ellen. 9 hits.
What?
It's a zombie with no armor on, with a -2 dexterity modifier. I mean, I don't know what you guys are expecting out of me. It's
Is it
a
dead?
former person who has a lion on its head. No, it is at 1 hit point. As you see, you like stab it and it crumples down, and then just like with unnatural fortitude, it pulls itself back up.
I expect it gets the arrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a dagger at it.
Okay. Hey, you gotta mix it up, all right? Roll damage.
Amazing.
You thought wrong.
Oh man!
12. It makes it! It gets to attack! Oh, you fools!
Does Anya not get a 10?
Anya is
'Cause she's
doing
pushing
her
the button.
action to
Right.
push the button.
Yeah.
Because it takes an action to manipulate match hand if you're not a cool rogue. All right, so it gets its turn. It's gonna attack at. Let's determine randomly. It's gonna attack Ellen with its bite. It's gonna get a 14 to hit you. Does that hit? Is that a yes? You're muted. So all right. So you take 10 points of piercing damage as a lion's head, a giant lion's head, just bites into you and like tears some of your shirt, more of your shirt away. Your shirt is seeing a real bad day today. So now we'll go back to the top of the order with Chatter.
That's your fault, Era. You should have used an arrow.
So
It
So
just barely
Chatter
made that save.
Chatter didn't expect this to get this far with this thing.
Yeah.
So he's going to very hurriedly just like pick up another rock from his rock pouch and like
Yeah.
drop it in there
Do that.
and hurl it at the zombie.
Yeah.
In an attempt to stop this madness. Oh no!
Oh no! Yeah, and you just like, it turns out you didn't pick up rock. It was a piece of paper that was like kind of more it just like bounces off the creature. You can also, as your bonus action, move the healing spirit onto Ellen's.
Yes, I am going to do that as my bonus action. I'm going to move the healing spirit onto Ellen.
Just roll it now. It's not
Okay.
gonna make a difference as he goes
Okay.
before the creature. So, Luminos.
4 healing for you, Ellen.
There you go.
As the squirrel like just gets in your space.
Yeah.
Back, abomination! Back! Yeah!
Do it. Do it. Get him. Oh, good. Yeah, that'll definitely hit. All right, 12. So it's gonna be DC 17. It fails, and it is slain. All right.
I'm gonna move away from the door.
I'm gonna go pick up my decker.
The
You pick
the
it up.
squirrel is going to follow.
Yeah. So go ahead and heal
fact-
another time.
Can I like run through the thing and heal myself?
Yeah, I mean, if you start your turn in there, you can get your.
Start your turn there. So basically, roll again for healing. So you get another one back, and then we'll do the big guy. So if you guys want, you can make it like fight in the doorway, be at the doorway, and it'll be squeezing, which means it'll have disadvantage, and you'll have advantage on it because it's a large creature.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, everything you guys do attack-wise on the held actions will have advantage. On its turn, it'll like move through the doorway, but right now it's like squeezing itself, like it's maybe popping and unpopping, like with some undead weirdness as it's like getting through the door. So Chatter.
Chatter's gonna
Good
roll another roll. He's gonna chuck another rock.
Do that thing.
That's a
You have advantage.
7.
You have advantage.
Oh, yes.
No, that won't do it. This one's a bit harder to take down.
Isn't Shadow blessed?
Yeah, he's got.
Oh,
he's
yeah?
got
Oh
less.
yes, Chatter is blessed.
Yeah, it hasn't really been relevant up until now.
Does it help?
You have 8. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 7.
With
No, you have to roll
for
D4.
bless. You have to roll
Oh, I
two.
rolled a d4. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yay,
No,
that's
it's still-
11.
Still won't quite do it.
Dang it.
Ooh.
So now Luminos.
Aha! Sucks to be you. Stab!
Nice, and I'm assuming you're gonna smite on this one.
Oh yeah.
So that's gonna be extra 3d8 on top of this because it is undead, as you may have figured out. I don't know. I was pretty sneaky on it, but
It's like it's a zombie, guys.
Anyone tell me what foreshadowing is?
I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about? No. The shadow blade is gone. I don't know what you mean.
So you said 3d8, right?
3d8, yeah, because it's 2d8 base and then 1 extra d8 because it's a nasty, vile undead. Ooh, that's nasty. Yeah, as you just a giant blast of radiant energy racks this creature's body.
Be
It's still going,
blinded.
but it is not looking great. Ellen,
Die, you abomination! I cast Vicious Mockery.
so it's gonna roll its. It got an 11, so you'll give me that d4.
It takes 1.
a whole point of psychic damage and
It has
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Next attack. Nice. Anja, you did your action to boop the button. Era.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him with an arrow.
Sharpshooter or no?
Yeah, with sharpshooter.
Okay, so 15 will hit, so damage. All
That's a 17.
Ooh, it's still up. So,
And I'm going to action surge
oh yeah, that is a thing. All right, yeah.
and another sharpshooter arrow
Yep, that'll hit.
with another 16 points of damage.
16, so that's going to be a DC 19. Ooh, it made it. It's at 1 hit point. Undead Fortitude for the win.
He's so happy.
Okay, too much damage.
Listen, I wanted to have a little fun. All right, so through the door, and then it gets its 2 claw attacks. One at disadvantage and one normally. It's going to both be at Era, since they're right.
Oh, right. Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
that'll be 18 to hit with disadvantage. Got an 18 and a 20.
I'm gonna use cutting words.
Okay.
On my last one.
Sounds good. So it got a 12.
Minus a 6.
So I'm guessing a 12 does not hit you, Era.
Stay away from my old friend.
And then for the second attack, that's gonna be 21.
That'll hit.
Yeah. So that's 12 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. As it just, as Ellen yells at it, it kind of like and like misses you as it gets distracted, and then it turns back towards you and just pounces on you a bit. So Chatter, back to you.
Chatter's like, oh dear. As it sort of pounces on Era, he's going to, let's see, does it look like it really hurt Era a lot?
I'd say so. It's
It hurts
a literal third of Era's health.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's going to use his bonus action, and the giant ethereal squirrel is going to scurry over into Era's.
Perfect. On Era's turn, he'll get healed.
And then he is going to, my goodness, Shadow does not have many ouching spells. So what he's going to do is he's going to take his he's going to, let's see. And does Ellen still look pretty bad, or does Ellen look better? How does Ellen look?
How does Ellen look?
I'd say I'm okay. He's injured, but he's like not. You can tell it's not as bad as last time.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It was very serious.
Cool. So, Chatter's actually going to take his quarterstaff, and he's going to bop the.
Yeah, do that.
He's going to bop the creature. It's a dirty 20.
That hits.
Cool. He's actually gonna do a 2-hand bop.
Do it.
So that's 7 damage as he
All
bops
right.
him. He says, "Get away from my friend!"
Oh. Nah, I got a 14. It's still at 1 hit point. You just like bash it, and it's on the brink of death, and it just keeps pulling itself back up. So Luminos.
Die, you abomination!
That'll hit.
Max
Gonna
damage.
Fight it.
Ooh. Yeah, that's another DC 19. Oh, I got a natural 1. So how do you take this thing down?
Where the torso meets the lion torso, I cleave it in 2.
Yeah, you do, and just
Along the stitches.
yeah, and just like this, like rotten blood just spills out as it just like crumples to the ground, defeated.
That's just nasty.
Yeah. And at this point, I can congratulate you guys. You cleared the dungeon. Like that's all the rooms. You guys have explored it all.
Oh,
no,
man.
there's
You haven't
still
seen
one
everything.
left.
but
Looking
you've
at the green
explored all the
goo.
rooms.
Not killing Kiki.
Is there? Can I hug him?
He was talking about you.
I'm just pointing the sword at him.
Okay, and he hugs himself.
Oh,
I did it.
Can we spend like time then now? I guess, like you said right at the beginning, like getting all the stuff.
Yeah. So
we get loot.
yeah.
Shooting
So
time.
basically, through Ellen and Anja having detect magic and identify, you are able to do some sweeping of this place. And I'm assuming Era is going to also go back to reading while this happens and just helping in general. So you managed to find, firstly and most excitingly, a flying carpet in the bedroom that you guys found.
what?
A flying carpet. There's a flying
Oh my
carpet.
God!
Yeah. The big carpet in the bedroom I described with eyes.
That's
Also,
A whole new world.
yeah. There's also an empty
Can we
bag of
keep
holding. There is a Wand of the War Mage +1. There is multiple scrolls. So there's lots of different scrolls. So there is a scroll of Reincarnate, first of all, strangely, which is not a wizard spell, but it's here. There is a scroll of Arcane Eye. There is where am I? So there's 3 scrolls of Animate Dead that make zombies.
Burn them.
Huh?
Burn them.
So
We
then.
can. There is a scroll of Blight. There is also a scroll of Arcane Lock. And I think that's what it's called. Yes, Arcane Lock. And what was the last one I had? Yes, a scroll of Wall of Force.
Ooh.
You also
makes sense.
managed to find, scattered about, probably about 400 gold pieces,
Woo!
as well as in the panic room 4 healing potions.
Lesser healing potions, greater healing potions.
Just normal 2d
Alright.
plus 2 healing potions. There's also a one last thing, a pearl of power.
But wait, there's more.
So,
Pearl of power. Ooh.
yeah, which is basically you can use an action with it if you're attuned to it to restore a spell slot of 3rd level or lower.
Nice.
Anybody. So it can be druid, paladin, or wizard, or bard spell slots.
Oh, cool.
Here's a question, guys. Have you ever been to a dungeon where a bag of holding doesn't drop?
Yes.
Yes.
Also, so I'm gonna just say, since you guys didn't do it, at some point you are all in the small office with the blue torch, and when you are, a illusion of a gnomish wizard appears.
Oh, you actually are here. Well, your illusion is here anyway.
As that was the trigger I was waiting for, but then you went off and explored. So, basically, the wizard. Hello, I'm sorry I couldn't make it directly to this meeting. Please note that stage 1, of course, being the failure it was, I've been a little more ambitious, but also a little more cautious on phase 2. They are successfully incubated, and I've started the process of imbuing them in the jars this time, and it seems to be going well. Now, phase 3, I believe, is still in the works, and also you should know that I will require more payment soon, as this has become a much larger task than I intended it to be when you first approached me. Thank you for your patronage as always, and why don't we say our next appointment in about a month, when I believe phase 2 should be ready to be out in the open. And it kind of like disappears, and you
That was weird.
and you hear party of Bogmar. Thank you for your patronage. Please come back in 1 month.
I'm.
What's the moon today? He looks outside.
Hang on, wasn't this recording had to be made when he last is here? So, and no one's been here for 6 months. So, how does that work?
Um, yeah. You also have a bunch of documents that outline this wizard's experiments and life, and also some stuff about magic. Basically, what you gather is that this wizard was assigned and hired to create clones of Alexander's father, but to make them not just people, but like better than people. And so this wizard found and captured a chimera, studied it, and learned about its like innate arcane ability to like meld different creatures together. Experimented with it, was able to separate its like different essences and mold them onto a humanoid body, and use that application to then create the phase one bestial and Yuan-Ti abominations, and then was attempting to do in what he called phase two a celestial and a fiend, as he reckoned are closer to humanoids in some respects.
Anja,
Yeah.
who is your father? Because he can't be the epitome of a human to be able to be chosen as a test subject, surely. Who is your father?
I mean, I only met him one time. I'm gonna kind of look over at Alex, who I have retrieved.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of like, I guess, holding onto his forearm. Does he still seem engrossed, or is he like paid attention?
Yeah, I will get there in just one sec.
Okay.
One other thing, Ellen, a lot of the research material and components appear to have actually been lent from your university.
What?
Yes, it appears that while you can't
What?
from the documents quite tell exactly how involved your university was, but the place where you like your bardic college that you worked at and currently still work for, I believe.
Like as in like he's written stuff to say someone's
like
willingly led them to him, or he's stolen.
You look at like some of like a lot of the book that Anja got about the clone spell. You see actually in the front there's a little like library stamp, and you see it like matches up timeline wise, and there's just a bunch of library stamps.
Dang it! He's a person who steals books from libraries.
No, here's the thing.
Whatever
Like
came to
the dates line up with if he checked them out.
What kind of berry is a library?
It's a building with books.
Oh,
Would I know
book
like?
house.
Oh my god. Sorry, go on.
No, you said a book house.
He's gonna have a lot of charges for late returns.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what do you want to know, Adam?
Like I guess would he? Is the stamp significant to a particular individual, or is it like just to the university itself, like as a whole?
It's specific to the university. Like, there's no doubt about it that it's your university, but it's like the general.
So I wouldn't know it's for a particular specific person, for example, or place.
No, I mean, like necromancy isn't outlawed, so there's like a necromancy department that does very much do what Anja talked about, like helping people and preserving dead bodies and stuff. So there's very much like people who study it, and you probably know a few of the professors, but nothing in it links to a person, but it links to the university, for sure. And then, so as you guys finish your suite, you go up to get Alexander, and also you still have like magic up because you've been sweeping this whole house, like because you can ritual cast it. You basically search for the 10 minutes. I think it lasts. Cast it for 10 minutes and keep going, basically. And as you go up and you see, obviously, this whole place is just filled to the brim with magic, right? Because everything is just like magical, not necessarily like super magical. It's like a lot of it's just, hey, when someone comes close, this torch will light up, so it's nice and convenient. But as you go and see Alexander, obviously, you see a bit of a divine magical glow around him at all times. And you see actually on his hip, his sword actually, he has a new sword, it looks like, and it appears to be slightly magical. But primarily, the thing that kind of bugs you out is around him, like almost leaning over his shoulder, you see an outline of magical energy in like a humanoid form.
So he's got a new sword, some loot that he's found, sure, and he's got an aura of magical energy, like almost like a humanoid is overlaid over the top of him, kind of thing.
No, like almost as if like the outline of a shadowy figure is just like leaning over his shoulder and like whispering in your ear almost.
Oh
Just
my god!
made out of magic. And I think that's where we'll leave off.
Oh, you!
As we're getting close to that time with college being
Amazing.
necromancy.
Yeah, someone found a patron is what I'm assuming.
What intensifies?
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, that's
I think my church wants to have a few words with your company.
Oh man, okay.
I'm having so much fun.
Excellent sauce, guys. Thank you for that, Rob. That was nuts.
Yes, thank you, Rob.
Yeah, just and also a little behind the scenes. So basically, what that last fight was I took like 3 zombies and I took their hit points off of Chimera, and so it was like a zombie with the different head abilities, and then the rest of it was just the
Oh,
Chimera body.
cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Legit.
super.
and then
dope.
the other one was just like just some home rude.
I have an important question.
Yeah.
What size of flying carpet did we get?
Oh, it's
Is
a
this
nice
full?
big.
'Cause there's- At least in the thing.
I'll have to look it up, but it's
Or is it like? Can it like? Is it
it can
is the
fit 5
purpose
people.
for us to fly in? Right.
Huh? Yeah, it can.
Is
It's
the
a
purpose
big.
for it to carry all 6 of us. Oh my god, amazing.
I mean, Era doesn't need it.
It would
Oh,
be
of course.
very uncomfortable standing on a carpet in the air when I have wings.
To be, that sounds gross for a flying human being. But yeah, and you got loot, and maybe some issues that you want to eventually address. But
We got issues, yay!
Plot intensifies.
I love issues.
Oh man.
Isn't that
All
the
right
most
then.
fun?
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and go around and do our tiny round table, and everybody, you can tell us where to find you, and we'll start backwards with Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. This is amazing. You can find me at altf4_gaming on Twitch and Twitter. I'm writing a schedule to begin streaming again, hopefully next week. So look forward to coming to play RPGs, sci-fi games, and D&D world building with me, hopefully from there.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, dude. Hope.
Yes, I'm from She Games, He Games on Twitch and Twitter. My husband and I stream video games. I stream art, and we also stream D&D. This Friday, I'm very excited. I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Hello Neighbor, and I'm a screamer because it's scary games. So I'm very excited. Yeah, I'd be happy to see you guys around. And thanks for having me play.
Dope. Omega.
Yeah, I'm Omega. I actually have social media now.
What?
I have to update my Nightbot? What?
Yeah, you do.
hey,
Dang.
So I'm gonna be starting streaming in a few weeks. Well, I was going to this week, but finals. Omega362 on Twitter and stream. There's an underscore in there somewhere.
not
It'll
invisible.
be fun. Come watch me poorly explain science
Ooh.
and play video games at the same time. I swear
Wow.
I'm not bad at science.
That sounds like multitasking.
Exactly, that's the point. I'm really bad at both. It'll be great.
Excellent. I love it. Thank you so much for joining us. And Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash, Luminos D. I'm a streamer on Twitch under the same name, Luminos D, and it's also my Twitter handle as well. Currently, I'm playing Sekiro and currently dying quite a bit.
That's what happens in that game, though, right?
Pretty much. It's either it's kill or be killed.
You're dying twice as
Be
much as
killed.
you would normally, right?
Oh no! I'm actually doing pretty well. I got a bet with another streamer, and I'm winning dramatically.
Nice.
Nice.
I got
Nice.
I got 1/3 of the deaths he has.
Ooh.
All right. And Rob.
That's me. I'm Robert the GM. Robbie Roland. Oh, so much fun today. Got to do all my fun stuff. So you can find me on Twitter. Also, I'm gonna link. I'm in a podcast, the Not Quite Here's podcast. We've had our 2 intro episodes with the party split, and we just released on Monday our 3rd episode with the party all together now. Oh boy! All right. But yeah, I'm super excited. And so much fun. Thanks for having. Thanks for. Yeah.
All right.
2 thumbs.
And yes, and thank you guys for coming. I'm Val. This is my channel. We're up to 3 shows now, so technically 2 weeks since 2 are bi-weekly. You can catch me on Thursday mornings at the RPG Lab, and then Sunday you will be able to catch where I get to be a Dungeon Master for Dragonstone after a month hiatus due to various reasons of that campaign. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick raid over to She Games, He Games, since we see that your husbando is playing some Sea of Thieves. So thank you guys so much. Before to show some love, considering how much Hope and Tim show love over here. So
Yeah.
with that,
We love you guys.
Raiding Jesus.
we're gonna raid Jesus. So with that, everybody wave. Bye.
Wave.
Bye.
Bye, friendos.